Welcome everybody to episode 12 of Heralds of the Titans. In the previous 3 episodes, our adventurers were dealing with a murder that they were accused of within Port City. This is the conclusion and finality of it, as they've been going through all of this. In the previous episodes, they found a connection between all of the bodies. They were killed all in the same manner, with their hands being cut off, their mouths sewn shut, and their tongue removed, as well as a ritual circle that was painted in their blood around them that Marcus had believed was a altered version of a ritual commonly done with bodies uh, in honor of Argreus. Um, however, um, they also found another connection that it seemed that each person slain was a follower of another Titan, each individual Titan. And through their current theory was that the last target would be a a follower of Koldarmazu. And their immediate and first thought was the innkeeper. And so that is where they went to try and shore up the defenses within the tavern and wait for this killer to appear. Um, they spoke with the judge about certain things and theories that they had, and the judge had mentioned that she had believed that this was an inside job, um, that the testimonies that she had previously gotten were flawed, and that it seemed that her guards had had a spell cast on them, which she identified as Modify Memory, indicating that our murderer was indeed a spellcaster. Um, our adventurers, however, didn't fully trust the judge, so they opted to send 2 people to go and attempt to spy on her a little bit more and spy on her quarters to attempt to see if they couldn't find any documents that linked her to these murders. Um, as they had done so, they left 2 people back in the tavern to watch over the innkeeper, but magic happened, and Gear and Marcus found themselves incapacitated, unable to move, as magic bound them in place, and a dark figure appeared in the doorway. And that is where we will begin our story today. Marcus and Gear, you're able to barely look out of the corner of your... Well, actually, Gear, you are not able to because you were turned the opposite way, but Marcus, you do have a view of the doorway.
What do I see?
A figure walks in.
Let me
You
let me get rid of the
recognize
roof.
him.
I'm trying to get rid of the roof.
Just double click on the tavern floor.
I gotta find the tavern floor first. Okay.
The captain of the guard, Captain Trivan. He wordlessly just passes by both of you and starts heading to the innkeeper, a silver blade in his hand. But at that moment, you see magic appear around him, and he is forcefully pushed back. And almost out of nowhere, you see a mug fly out of nowhere and clock him in the head. In surprise and shock, his magic breaks and both of you are free. but he flees into the dark. Oops. Or into the shadows. Here, from here, you caught a brief glimpse of a figure in the corner of the tavern. You've never met this person before, but they seem to have a bit of a jovial appearance to them. They had a beard and had a hat like a spellcaster's hat on them.
Merlin's beard. Not Thank you for your assistance, friend.
I take after the figure.
There is no figure. Wait,
No,
which
no,
figure? The one that went out the
guard's person.
Captain Trevin.
Yep.
So as you exit out the door, you see no sign of him. However, there is blood on the floor where the mug had clocked him.
I will take that blood as a sample.
Wonderful.
Since I cannot track him, I return into...
You can't, but somebody can.
Yeah. I turn back into the tavern, look at the corner.
The innkeeper looks mortified, by the way.
Are you okay, Ramir?
I am now. What? He almost got me. Something protected me, though.
More like someone looking at the corner, hopefully they're still there. Are you still there, or did you leave?
Did you see something?
Thought
You
I
hear
did.
no response, by the way.
I thought I had.
Odiden,
Trick of the eyes.
your key, the key within your pocket feels warm.
Yeah, blessings of the Titans, I guess. Thank the Titans.
The Titans? What did they have to do with this?
Everything and nothing at all. They saw fit to protect you when all others died. If that's not a sign of divine intervention, what is?
Then I truly am blessed, aren't I?
Of course.
Well, thank you. At the same time, by the way, the other two people, Lochnadah and Eric, a figure, again wreathed in shadows, appears before you. You recognize the outline of this figure, though. The innkeeper from the Tale's End Tavern. Your friends, they've had an encounter. They're safe, but you should return to them. They have information.
I feel like I don't trust him. Am I able to?
Innkeeper, as in like
Galvin.
Innkeeper, the one that
Gal,
you.
yeah. The one from the Tavern's End or whatever.
Oh, it's that innkeeper.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Galvin.
I thought it was the big guy in the tavern. Okay.
No.
Then I trust him completely.
Galvith basically appears before you guys and tells you your friends are safe, but they had an encounter and now they have information.
Do I see if Gregory's with him?
You see No, he's not.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Please, thank you. I think he knew what was gonna happen if he said yes.
Yeah.
And as quickly as he appeared, you hear a faint amount of music, and he fades away.
Man, thank goodness he stepped in. I guess we gotta head back and find out what's up with them.
We need to go now.
Yeah, I agree. And I scurry with him.
All right.
We're gonna go back.
I'm gonna just put
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
nearby.
Appreciate it.
Okay, you guys are outside the tavern.
And we're gonna walk inside.
Yep. Hey,
Are you?
we were just warned. You guys okay?
We're fine for now. Thank the Titans.
What happened?
Captain of the guard used a whole person spell on us.
Damn.
If hadn't been for divine intervention, none of us might be alive right now.
Oh, it makes sense. I mean, we were probably the tavern keeper that let us know you guys were in danger. Probably was let known by one of the Titans, I'm sure.
What does this tavern keeper look like?
Romir is looking at you in surprise. An innkeeper. And the tight? You don't mean the spirit of revelry, do you?
I do. So you've heard of him?
Of course I have. Any innkeeper worth their salt. Not to mention the son of my god.
Yeah, he's good people.
Wait. He's Cold Armor's son. I thought it was Tempestuous' son.
No,
Okay, I misunderstood that.
Oldarmazu and Zalagosa's son.
Okay, maybe it was Agosta. Okay.
You'll meet him soon, Gear. Don't worry.
What does he look like?
About yay tall, such and such color hair. You know, pretty good looking.
I'm bad with faces.
What does he wear, and does he have a beard?
I don't think he does. Does he?
He does.
Does he? Oh, okay. So it wasn't. Oh.
What color of tunic? What can you tell me?
Do you always wear the same color tunic? That really doesn't.
I'm just gonna show it and basically be like, this is what Odaiden's character
So.
explains,
Okay, yeah, because
this is the easiest way to do this.
Yes, 100%.
yeah, 'cause I can't remember all the small details. I'm sorry. Like you're asking about something I haven't seen in like 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh,
Okay, he looks like that. And he serves great drinks.
looks like what? I'm looking. I'm not.
He's right next
He's
to you.
literally right next to you.
Oh Jesus! Here I'm looking at Discord, and that is what I seen.
Yes.
Okay.
You call that a beard? No.
That's what DM described it as.
It was a beard.
I don't know.
I don't think he was just telling you guys. I think he was the one who chucked that goblet of ale.
What goblet of ale?
We didn't tell you about that. We just said they were saved.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked.
He saved my life when these two got frozen, I guess. Something pushed him back. He was about to kill me. And then a mug flew out of almost thin air and hit him straight in the head.
Looks like
Well,
we were
I think
right.
I think you have a tavern keeper to thank because I'm pretty sure it was him who threw it.
I certainly do.
So if it's the captain of the guards,
There's no
Oh.
wonder why you guys have been having issues finding this guy.
Yeah. Marcus, did
Well,
you
it's
get
not
a
just that, but we don't know if he's active of his own free will yet.
good look at him, the captain? Like, did he have like any like specific weaponry or anything like around
A
him?
silver blade,
Hmm.
which would imply he is the one behind these deaths.
Correct. So, as a party, you guys think we should go find out where the captain lives and ambush him?
I think we need to talk to the judge first. Make
We
sure that
need
she
to
has proper measures
talk
in
to the-
place to protect herself.
Okay. I'm cool with it.
Odaiden, you just have the sample right now, right? You didn't do anything else further?
Yeah, no, I haven't started tracking them yet. No.
Okay.
So would we know where the judge is, or would we need to get someone to give us that information?
As you guys exit the tavern, you see billowing smoke coming from a place not too far from your location.
All right, I'm gonna head that way.
Yup. I see smoke. I go where smoke is.
Because where there's
Since-
smoke, there must be roasted ham.
I think marshmallows.
We know.
Anybody want any s'mores?
Gear's probably going to head out, but seeing smoke, he's probably going to be heading out with, you know, a mug of ale.
I'm gonna move Eric, and you can teleport your characters there
Thank you.
if that's where you guys are headed.
Oh, wow. It's on fire.
Is it though?
I'm looking for fire, right?
It's on fire.
You guys come up upon a building that is on fire.
You might teleport me because like I'm having Talespire's
Hold on.
being done.
While
And I can't tell what's on fire and what's torches, unfortunately.
while you're teleporting them, I want to proceed to look for a stick
Oh.
and marshmallow.
I'm gonna assume that that is the fire by the docks.
That is the fire, indeed.
Okay.
I want to look. Oh wait, there's fish here. I wanna skewer a fish. One of these fish here.
All right.
Give me a second. I would like to point out to you, though, I'm assuming you're kidding, but there is a burning building behind you.
Oh yeah, no. I'd like to skewer a fish. With a giant rod.
You have a giant rod?
I see this bone. Can I use that bone as a rod? Or can I grab like break off some like a twig off of this log here and just
What
like
log?
skewer it? The logs that are like holding this up. See if
There's
they're
no twigs
logs.
on it.
I want to break off a twig. I can use my hand axe and chop it.
Sure, you could try and start chopping it. What are the rest of you all doing as Eric is sitting here pulling out an axe trying to chop a pier?
Well,
I'm going
Oh.
to yell, Eric, there's more important things than fishing right now.
do you think Mindy would help with this situation?
You can certainly try, but as you look, the fire is continuing to get worse and worse.
I'm going to cast.
I don't even think third level create water is going to do much. It's only going to be 30 gallons of water, but I could try. Cast create water at third level. Try to douse some of the flames.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. See if this is a spell that's causing it or not.
You do not see anything immediately from the flames itself.
I'm going to go over, grab a bucket, and start dumping water onto the flames.
I'm gonna try to
Okay.
kick in the door over here and try to get people out if there's any.
As I'm doing that, I'm also going to yell into any window or door in front and see if anybody's in there.
You do successfully kick open the door. I don't have any models there, but there are people inside.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and
Hold on, let me resolve a couple
okay.
things,
Okay.
because there was a number of things given to me all at once. Odiden, as you cast the create water on the fire, it does put out a couple fires, but the fire is still raging. And like where you did it, you see that it quickly just gets reconsumed very quickly after that.
All right.
This fire is burning. It appears as though there is some sort of accelerant that was used within.
All right.
Have I successfully gotten a stick?
You have hit the pier with an axe, and there is now a axe-shaped indent within the pier.
I'd like to continue it going into that axe-shaped thing to the point where it'll peel off a part of it. So I'll just
Okay.
be doing that.
Moving back to Lochnadah.
Manliness, you're up.
Okay.
Okay.
He might have muted himself.
Okay, moving back to Odiden.
Sorry, I was talking
Okay.
to people. Just move on to a dining real quickly.
Okay. Go ahead, Odiden.
I guess I'm gonna cast Aura Vitality on myself and walk in to try to pull people out
Where are you pulling people out?
of the burning building out onto the docks.
You're which part of it though? The door where Lochnadah opened, or the part that is actually like more directly on fire?
The part that's open, I'm assuming, so that like if I could
Straight ahead,
reach,
or
well, he opened the
okay,
door to the side, right?
he opened it here, right? And
Okay.
inside the fire has not reached here yet. But there is this door here. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and
Okay.
start.
So, how are you opening the door? Are you just gonna push it open, or are you trying to kick it open? What are you doing?
I'm gonna see if it'll budge before anything.
It does indeed open.
Sweet. Is there anybody in here?
Through the smoke and flames in the back, you see Captain Trivan. He
Well,
has lifted. He is holding an empty vial. I'd like you to roll a perception check.
8 plus 5, so 13.
Okay. As you look around the room, Odiden, you see all kinds of different notes and books and material and stuff like that that appears to be his manifesto, his notes on everything that like but also within the room you see hands nailed to the wall everywhere, covering the walls.
This is quite the art exhibit you have here.
At that moment, you see Odiden that his skin around his face begins to melt. Not from the fire, but from some sort of acid. You realize that the empty vial that he has in his hand was a poison.
All right.
In his final words, you hear, "For the life, Weaver."
So I couldn't get close enough in time for my life aura to do anything? My aura vitality?
His entire lower jaw is missing right now. Your aura of vitality does what again?
Restores 2d6 hit points to one creature every turn for up to a minute.
He's dead. He's dead, dude.
Listen, it was worth a try. All right.
Actually.
Well, I'm going to attempt to gather as many notes as possible and knock them out. You know.
Okay. Roll a roll a combination of investigation and I want to say no, acrobatics.
Oh, that's better for me because yeah. +2 versus a -1. Okay, investigation. Acrobatics. Oh, wow. My investigation, with a +4, I got a 7.
Okay.
And my acrobatics, I got a total of 12.
Okay. you're not really taking time to look at like what you're grabbing and stuff like that. You just start grabbing notes and stuff like that, irrelevant of what, whether you think that the notes are important or not.
All right.
I'm going to then now move to Loch-Nada.
Manliness, you're up.
Sorry. I'm back now. Don't worry. Just get going.
Yeah, you're up.
Well, yeah, it's your turn.
Oh. So you said there's people in there.
Yeah.
They're probably
They all
just staring at me like, why'd you kick the door open?
Yeah, they're all kind of just looking at you right now like,
Who's
There's
in
a
turn?
fire next door. You guys need to evacuate.
you see them begin pouring out in droves. Like, not in a very organized manner, but in a very fear for their life manner. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty good. That's it's a 15.
Okay. As people are like pouring out, you manage to just barely get out of the way as they're like pouring out of this room. And not get trampled. Are you doing anything else?
Is there anybody that because I want to kind of look at everybody. Is there anybody that will look slightly suspicious?
Roll a insight check.
Oh, this may not work well. Hold on. It is another 15.
Okay. As they're exiting, you don't necessarily see anybody that. What do you mean by suspicious? Like, as someone who might have started the fire, or?
No, like if there's anybody that looks like they're out of place.
You don't really see anything that would indicate that somebody like. You see mostly humans and stuff like that. You don't see anything that specifically shouts like, "I shouldn't be here."
Okay.
This looks like it was just a store or some sort of market or something like that.
Okay, then once everything.
Through the wall, you will actually hear some of the commotion that happened with Odiden as well. You'll hear the words, "For the Life Weaver." And hear the fire beginning to rage. Especially now that it has been fed oxygen.
I want to walk inside then after everybody gets out and see if, starting with along the wall, see if I can't find anything that may, like, help accelerate the fire or blow up, like oil and stuff.
Okay, roll a investigation check.
I'm good at these. Don't tell me. It's another 15. God damn it.
You don't see anything on this side of the room. But you would notice that, like, this place is made out of flammable materials. It will go up.
So I'm gonna. Okay, last thing, which will take me a while. I want to try to start moving some of the stuff from the burning side. I'll like to the other side to see if nobody can help. To see if they can figure out a way to stop the fire.
Hold on, you're gonna have to explain that. Give me a minute.
Oh, I'm just gonna push all the wood stuff to the other side, like the side that's not burning.
There is no doorway between you and the burning side.
No, not the stuff on the burning side. That's a stone wall in between us, right?
It has a like, it's not quite stone. It's like a archaic, like, how do I explain it? What's the material called?
Stucco.
It's like yeah, it's like a stucco like material, but it's like the archaic version of it.
Those words mean nothing to me.
It's
Plaster.
flammable.
It's flammable.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here. So you said there's a bunch of stuff that will.
Yeah, there would be
that
like a
can
whole
burn.
bunch of like goods and stuff like that, as well as tables and chairs and all kinds of different things.
So I want to start taking. I don't know why I clicked off. Taking stuff that's on this side,
And move
and
them to
trying
the
to.
other side.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to you while you keep doing that. Eric,
Mm-hmm.
while you are chopping this pier, you hear a bellow of fire come from the door behind you, and you also over the roar of that flame, you hear the words "for the Life Weaver."
As I turn around from that like loud noise and everything, I see. Oh, those are fish on skewers, and I walk over there as long as I can get past the commodity of people that just exited out of the door locked that opened, and I attempt to grab one.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You do manage to slither your way through them and get to the fish on the skewers.
Okay. Can I, in the same time, grab the skewer and walk over to where that fire was bellowing the hottest and start cooking the fish, holding it out wetward?
You may certainly do so.
Cool. I will be doing that while everybody else is doing what they're doing.
Okay. Gear, what are you doing at this time?
As I said, I grabbed a bucket to dump water out onto.
Okay, so you're still doing that?
No, after seeing Marcus entering, I would be just entering alongside him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Move your character in.
Yep.
You feel the sudden rise in heat as you enter here. It is an inferno in here. Smoke is clouding the very thing, and you're having a difficult time breathing in here. Please roll a Constitution saving throw.
A saving throw. That's my good die. Okay. As an 18. Con is a +5, so 23.
Okay. You do manage to cough the smoke out of your lungs. However, you do realize that it is thick in here. It has not affected you yet. As you do find your way to Marcus through all the fire and the burning timbers and stuff like that, you get a chance to actually look up for the first time, and you see the dead body of Captain Triven. You see all of the hands nailed to the wall, and you see Marcus basically running around grabbing papers and books and shit like that and like stuffing them in a bag.
I will go and do the exact same thing Marcus is doing, though I will also examine the body while I'm around there.
That's two separate things.
The body will be secondary to the first thing.
Okay. At a quick glance of look, you're like sorry, my mic didn't. At a quick glance of you like passing by the body and like taking a look at it while like grabbing books and shit, you will see like the jaw has been melted off of this figure.
Okay.
And you see an empty vial nearby him.
I will grab a piece of paper around me and pick up said vial
Okay.
with the paper.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Be careful with that.
Roll me a investigation and a what was the other one I had you roll? Oh, athletic. No, acrobatics.
Yeah.
Acrobatics?
Investigation and acrobatics.
I'm going to use. Well, oh, fuck. Okay. I got a 14, so I'll use that for the acrobatics. I'll put it at 16, and I got a 20 for my investigation.
Okay. You are taking your time to actually read through what you are picking up. And prioritizing more like important things that appear more important to you. Odiden Endgear, please roll me a, or Marcus Endgear, sorry, let me actually use the character names. Please roll me a d10.
Ooh, a D10. Do I have one of those?
Ooh, I got 3.
Let me choose you. Okay.
I need you to do real good here, man.
That's an 8.
No?
You got an 8 and you got a 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Gear seems to be having a lot more luck actually like pushing like the smoke out of his eyes and stuff like that and finding shit. Odiden, you are still finding some things, but like the heat is starting to get to you. I'm going to step back to Lochnadah. Lochnadah, please roll a athletics check.
God damn it, that's a 2.
Okay. You're having a hard time actually moving these tables. They're heavy, and there's shit on them. You feel the heat rising in the room.
I'm gonna turn around and look at the wall to see if it went up in flames yet.
It has not gone up in flames, but you do see a glow starting to appear from the from within it.
Ah, shit. Oh, screw this. I gotta tell him to get out. So I'm gonna start running towards them.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you there
Okay.
as you like get up to Eric, who you have seen. Actually, no, I'm not gonna pause you there. You walk up and you see Eric cooking a fish over the fire.
Hey, you want some?
We're gonna talk later, and I'm just gonna run past them.
Okay, now I'm gonna pause you. Eric, are you doing anything or continuing to cook your fish?
I shrug when he says that. And then the fish is like on the stick. That's a really long stick, so I'm gonna lean it up against this table while it continues to cook, and I'm gonna walk past Lochnadah to about here, and I'm gonna blast as loud as I can the horn that I have, the Lasharvin horn, to try to get their attention to get the heck out of this building because they're going to either collapse from the smoke, or something horrible is going to happen to them. And it's kind of like, whatever happened here, I heard the guy shout it. Marcus heard the guy shout it. Lochnadah was struggling trying to move tables. We're not really doing anything beneficial here aside from having a tasty fish afterwards.
Okay.
So I blow it as loud as I can to get their attention.
You have blown the horn. It was loud as fuck.
Can I also shout after?
Sure.
Okay.
It
Guys,
is not nearly as loud as the.
yeah, but the horn should have gotten their attention. So I'm assuming they've turned around. The door is open. I'm waving my arms frantically, saying, "Get out of the building! Get out of the building!" And I'm like shouting.
The smoke is billowing out of that doorway, and you can't even see them within.
Well, I don't feel comfortable going in. So That I've done what I could do.
You also hear the sound of armor in like the distance.
Which area? Like which direction? Left or right?
You hear it coming from a couple different directions. It seems that you've
I've alerted the
well,
guards.
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'll go
cool.
with
That's
you on
good.
that
That's
one.
a good thing. The Lesharvin horn is a great thing to have.
Marcus and Gear, I'm gonna switch, move back to you. You hear faintly. Well, okay, no. Let me start. You hear very loudly the horn, but afterwards you hear very faintly, what you think was Eric shouting at you.
In that moment, I'm going to close my eyes and focus, see if I hear the foundation or the structure cracking, like it's getting ready to go.
Roll a perception check.
I'm loving that dice right now. 19, so that'd be 21.
Okay. You're having a very difficult time hearing over the actual roaring fire and whatnot. You do hear groaning and stuff like that, but it appears to be more from the rafters than anything else.
Okay. From that, how have I collected most of the papers, or is there just an abundance of them?
There is an abundance of them. There is still more. But before you do anything further, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
A little lower. I got an 11. So plus 5, that'd be a 16.
Okay. The heat is beginning to get to you, but you are fine right now. And the smoke is continuing to cloud your vision and make things difficult.
I am going to make way to the body
Okay.
and shout at Marcus. Let's pull this. How? Marcus, let's get the body and go.
There's no point in getting the body. I don't think, unless you have the strength to drag it out. I certainly don't.
I'm going to give a tug on the hand, see how hard it is for me to move it.
As you touch the hand, you... Give me just a sec.
Oh, and I still have detect magic on. I'm assuming that stays on.
You will take 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire.
The metal from his plate that he was wearing is superheated right now.
Look a buck. I mean, what?
I'm going to fight against the nature of myself, and while it's burning me, I'm going to give it a tug, see if I can't at least either pull the glove off or pull the body.
Are you trying to pull the body or pull the glove off?
Initially, pull the body, but if I can't pull the body, pull the glove. So both of them, just one's before the other.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
I got 20,
Okay,
but my athletics is a -1.
so 19.
Yeah,
So wait, you rolled it at 20?
that'd be the second one I've rolled. Yeah.
Well, that was
So
a nat
wait.
20? Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yes, it
Okay,
was.
Yeah,
hold
so
on.
it- yeah.
Changes things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
changes
that
things.
actually makes a difference.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, nat 20.
So,
I love my dice.
What
right
episode are we on?
12.
12. As you're pulling the hand, you are able to slowly start moving him. It was already difficult terrain though. You do have him a grasp on the body and stuff like that, and you have been able to thus far move him. However, there is already difficult terrain, and I'm going to count this as you being double burdened by this, so you'll move at a quarter movement speed.
Order of. Okay, I've got to figure that one out.
You will be here, by the way.
So that's 8 feet. Oof. If I'm right here, I need a line. That I said line, not bubble. Line. So from there to there, that is 24 feet. So
From you to the outside, it's 24 feet.
and an action is normally what, 6 seconds or
Every 6 seconds, yes.
every 6 seconds. So let's call that an 8.5. So 8.5,
You would have already
8.5.
used your action, by the way, already.
Yes, but how long it would take me to traverse it? 8585, that'd be 17. So
Also take another 4 points of
yeah,
fire damage.
that would I'd be able to do it in just 3 actions.
Well,
So
if
18
he's
seconds.
taking fire damage, am I able to heal him? Since my aura is currently going?
We'll cross that bridge when it's your turn.
Fair enough.
So let me see.
Actually, let's do this.
Oh yeah, that works.
Since the
Yeah.
two of you are... Well, actually, I'll add you two to the list as well.
Yeah, I mean,
So 3 turns, 6 seconds. That'd be 18 seconds at a rate of 8.75, but I'm calling it 8.5 to make the math easy. I'll be able to make it there in just 3 moves, which would get me at 25 feet. No, 24.5. 24.5. 17 and 8. That'd be 25.5. Yeah, 25.5. So I'll just be making out of the turn, but I'm also going to be taking in my surrounding areas as I'm doing it for more of a perception of, as I'm going, the structural of the house, seeing if it's caving, because as soon as it starts groaning very loudly like it's going to, I'm going to let go
Your
of the
vision
body.
is a bit obscured right now from the smoke, and also the fact that you're like pulling a body right now, so you're kind of like you're having a hard time keeping your head up and actually like being able to. But I will keep that in mind in terms of like perception for listening and
Yes,
sound.
and I'm actually focusing
Marcus,
I'm gonna have my aura of vitality
Okay.
heal him.
so that does not require you to see him, right? It's just an aura
Nope.
that
It's
heals
anything
nearby.
within 30 feet, someone I choose.
Okay. So roll the dice for the healing.
Give me a second. Look at the spells again, because I don't remember how much it is. It's like what, 2d? Yeah, 2d6.
Okay.
Total of 6
You put me at full health, thank you.
for now.
Odin,
How many turns have passed?
This would have been like your second turn in here.
Okay.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
nice.
You still feel the heat. However, you've been able to you're able to still resist it and not feel its effects too much.
Must be these cold resistant boots.
I don't think so. Are you doing anything then with this turn besides that?
I'm gonna try to help him drag the body out.
Okay. That heal from the aura of vitality is not an action, correct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's see.
You didn't move, by the way, Gear.
Nope. When you create the aura at the start of each of your turns while it persists, you can restore 2d6. So it's the start of each turn. so it's not an action.
Okay. Wait, is it not giving you the distance of when you move a character? It should be.
No, I don't. Not for me. I don't know why. So I'm moving right there. Right
One
at
of
the...
your setting. Okay.
I'll
One of your
have to...
settings seems to
Oh,
be
there it
wrong.
goes. No, never mind.
Well, I did.
Over
I
there.
did that.
Okay.
Well, apparently I might. Oh, because it's not my turn. I was like, I can't. I
So
can't move stuff.
through the smoke, you do see him push past you, like dragging a body behind him. So you are going to try and give him or help him then?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to consume your movement speed, and instead of you two will now move together, as long as you continue to help him. You'll negate the penalty of the weight. So you guys will be moving at half speed instead then.
So at his turn, I move.
Yeah, so sorry, it is his turn right now, but you're not going to move now because he just started like helping you.
Yeah.
On your next turn, you'll be able to move with it.
I've got 35, so I mean,
Okay. Lachnada.
would that be like right here? Okay.
Well, did anybody go upstairs? Nobody went upstairs, right? I don't think anybody went upstairs.
You want to go
But I
upstairs
don't
of a
think there's-
burning building?
Yeah. So Lachnada, when you look up at the stair, like upstairs, that's where like the bulk of the fire. Like you look inside and there's already an inferno up there, but it's even worse upstairs.
Oh, they're probably. There's really nothing I can do. I just want to look around and see if the guards are showing up yet.
You do hear the sound of armor moving closer.
How far away are they?
Hard to tell from now. Or for now.
Okay, as long as they're on their way. Um. There's nothing for me to do. There really, I don't know what. I got everybody out. I guess I'm just gonna.
Do you want me to give you something? Like, because, I mean, there is stuff you can do.
Well, we really can't put out the fire.
No, but,
It's too.
like, well, you know, and again, your turn, you do you. But you could, theoretically, get water and, like, throw water on the ground outside where the entrance is, so that way it starts clearing the heat. So when they do make it out, it's easier for them. Or, you know, something along those lines, you know, or throw salt down, or I don't know. Like, there's things that can be done at the entrance to make it easier for them to get out.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, salt is a standard thing when, like, there's a cooking fire, so it actually does put out fire. And then water would be cooling, so it would emit the heat on the ground.
I mean, I guess I can do that. But I've never heard of that before, but I'll give it a shot.
I mean, there's other things. That was just something that, like, just came to mind.
I'll do that instead, because that actually does sound pretty. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Do you have any salt? Because I do.
Oh, I don't have salt.
Okay, but do
but
you
I
want
can
to do the
grab
water thing?
Yeah, I'll get the
Okay.
water.
Works.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab the water and I'm gonna chuck it up at the entrance.
Okay. There's steam coming from like different areas where where the water does hit some fire and whatnot, but the threshold of the door appears to be saturated.
With flame or water?
With water.
Okay. I mean, it's something, right?
You see, like, you can constantly hear the as it's starting to like evaporate though from the sheer heat.
I'm just gonna keep on chucking it until
Okay.
get out.
Eric?
I actually have something useful to do, as long as I can do it. This is my first time using this spell, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So I have a spell Aid, which allows me to increase HP max and current by 5 per spell level within 30 feet. I measured it before.
Does it require you to see the target?
It just says choose up to 3 creatures within range, and as long as it's within a range area of 30 feet. And that's...
Within range. It doesn't say anything after that, like, that you can see.
Nope, choose up to 3 creatures within range.
Okay.
Each target hit points, maximum current hit points increased by 5.
Yeah.
And then using the level, so I'm going to do a level 2, it adds an additional. So basically, I'm going to do 10 to both of them. And also Locknetta, because he's a third person.
So each
Actually,
or all,
I'm going to do it. Can you aid yourself? You can't, right?
I think so, right?
I don't
3
think...
targets within range would be
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes,
Yeah.
you can
So
aid yourself.
since I'm closest to the door, I'll also aid myself.
I'm gonna give it to you that you also do it to Karama. Who would
Well,
be
okay,
near
that
you
works.
right now.
Okay, is that just like a DM give? Because it's only 3.
Well, no. Oh, is it 3 targets?
Yeah, it's
only?
3 total.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not do
Okay.
Karama.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought it was 6. Why did I think it was more targets than 3?
Can I have Karama move over to... Can I have like Karama do something separate as like a bonus action?
Because
I'm not moving.
Movement is free.
Yeah, but
wait. No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, as a bonus action, yes, you can move Karama.
Okay, so then that'll be separate. But yeah, I definitely want to cast Aid, so the goal here is to do as a 2nd level spell, and that should give them both 10 extra HP. So it goes 10 to their maximum, and they gain 10.
Yes. So you gain 10 It's temporary HP. No, it is maximum HP.
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
maximum. But it is only temporary. It's 8 hours.
Correct. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically all day.
Yeah,
But-
true.
Yeah.
So I casted that 2nd level spell, so they both get 10 and I get 10. And then for Karama, I would like him to move over to Locknetta and just help him splashing the water, if that's possible.
It's not. He doesn't have thumbs.
Okay, then well, foxes can't splash water.
With
I
what?
mean, why can't he?
I mean, like a
just to an
dog
animal
can do that. Like, why can't a fox do that?
Why can't he just pee on the
What
flames?
is a dog?
Because then he's up against the fire and he'll disappear. He's
What
gonna
is
take
a
burning
dog going to be
damage.
able to do? Like throw the bucket at it? A dog can't do that.
Okay, this is what I'll have Karama do then, because then it'll make sense. I'm gonna have Karama go over here. What's his movement? I want him to kind of do maximum if possible.
I think it's 35 or 40.
It's 30, I think.
I
No,
think
it's
no, it's more than that. It's like 35, I think.
okay. Well, he's not gonna go that far. He's gonna go here, and he's just gonna start making all the fox noises under the sun as loud as he can. As you know, fox noises, certain ones can be extremely loud and blaring to try and call the guards to this area because they obviously heard my horn. Now I want them to hear Karama. So that's just trying to get the guards here ASAP so they can help my friends.
He begins sounding more noises and stuff like that.
What does the fox say?
Yep. No, anyway.
And that's my turn.
Gear. Before you begin, I need
Yes.
you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
8. So that'd be another
total?
13. 13.
Okay. You will gain a point of exhaustion.
Point of exhaustion. How do I do that on D&D Beyond?
You'll just remember it.
Oh, okay.
It'll affect your rolls negatively.
Okay.
And you guys both modified your HP, right?
No, but I can.
You will take. You will
Oh, go
take 14 points of fire damage.
Yep. Please make sure you
Never
guys
mind.
modify your HP. That was the point of it.
-4. All right. Because you gave us 10, right?
Yeah, I give you an additional 10, and that's forever until pretty much you go to sleep because it's 8 hours.
Okay.
Odiden, since you are in the process of assisting him, I'm going to have you also roll this Constitution saving throw.
That one just rolled a 20, so probably don't want to use it again. Let's
I
see
don't
this
care
one.
what you roll.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to get 2 high rolls in a row. And
Okay.
I had my saving throw, so give me a second to find it. Constitution is +2, so a total of 11.
Okay. You will also gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
And you will take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. How much? I guess you're at what, 40? Well, what? You're missing only 4 points of health, right?
Yeah, I'm only missing 4.
It's not your turn yet. I'm just having you roll it because you are using the help action right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Go ahead, Gear.
I'm going to continue pulling, and I'm going to be.
It will bring you outside at this point.
Yes, it will. I'm going to be looking back inside, seeing if I can. Oh, yep. I was just getting ready to do that. I'm going to be looking back inside, seeing if there is anything that is seeable that I can just possibly snake on in there and grab with Mage Hand.
Roll
I
a
wouldn't.
perception check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, so negative. Or,
Yep.
yeah, yep.
And remember, you are exhausted, so -1 as well.
No, disadvantage or exhausted is actually just disadvantage on all ability
No,
checks.
Just the new rules.
I'm
Oh.
using the Unearthed Arcana rules.
Okay, well, I'll have to re-up on that.
It's
Okay.
just okay, maximum exhaustion is 10 now instead,
Okay.
yeah, 10 points now. You die at 11.
Oh dang.
And then you just get -1 for everything up to, okay.
Up to 10, for every point of exhaustion, you gain -1 to all the D20 checks. You
Fair
can
enough.
remove exhaustion via either a greater restoration spell or by sleeping.
Oh, shit, I don't sleep.
A long rest.
Fair enough, okay.
Okay, so as you guys do get out of the building carrying the body, Gear, you hear a loud groaning from the building.
I'm outside from the body, right? Or outside the
You
fire.
step outside, yes, and like the cool air like hits you as you do exit. Like the temperature difference is massive.
I gasp because of the difference, and I say she's going to go grab a hold. Let's pull, since we're all kind of like right there.
Yeah. Can I also help? Because I'm right there. I mean, he
Yep.
shouts. Okay, cool. So yeah.
As you guys do that, by the way, there is an explosion from this which will knock you all back. It does not deal any damage, but you all get knocked back with the body. You basically get thrown to the edge of the riverbank, and you see the entire second story basically collapse into the first story.
Dang.
And we go to exploration mode.
Was the fish tasty?
Did my fish get destroyed with the explosion?
Yes.
Nah, that explosion. I had it sitting over there. It was gonna be the exploratory food for you guys.
You and your damn fish. You need to start learning when to be able to pick out dangerous meads.
I mean,
It'll
did you
need
guys
your
not
help.
notice your sense of vitality while you were in there?
Yeah, on the retreat. Thank you for the. Who blew that horn, anyways?
I blew the horn.
Your heal is still active, so you will gain. So you will still heal like every couple seconds. Just basically put everybody.
Yeah,
back.
everybody's gonna be back at full health. They've lost their health, essentially.
Yeah, because
Okay.
while this is all going on.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're gonna be back at full health.
I blew the horn. I wanted to not only alert you guys, but try and get the guards alerted, and I heard them. They're coming, and I got Karama over there trying to alert them, hoping that maybe they can put it out or do
You
something.
do hear the contingent of guards arrive.
I turn around. Hey, there they are.
And within the midst of it, you also see the judge.
Am I able to recognize the stature of the man I just pulled out?
Dead.
No, the stature like ranking from his armor.
He was the city guard. Or he was the city captain, captain of the guard.
I already know who
And-
he is. It's fine.
Well, I'm asking for reason for gear. I was able to recognize it was him, though, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Your
Yeah, you
damn
would've-
captain was the one who did this.
You
I've
see that
seen
she's
them
just
all come up.
barking orders right now and whatnot, and like, and they're scurrying, like, heading to different areas to get more help and also get like materials to deal with this. A cleric also appears within the midst of them, and you see him cast a spell centered over the actual building itself, and you see sleet and snow fall from the sky over the building itself and begin putting out the fires.
That looks like a useful spell. I should learn that.
She approaches the group. What happened?
Captain Trevon
Trevon?
was involved. He was behind the murders. When we caught him in the act, he fled, lit the building on fire, and drank a vial of acid. I was too late to stop him. Before he died, he screamed for the what was it again? For the
Life Weaver.
Life
For
Weaver.
the Life Weaver.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. But it sounds like religious in some way.
Do I recognize Lifeweaver? Does anybody recognize Lifeweaver?
Isn't that the one of the shattered?
It is.
Does
Okay, I just want to make sure, but like I'm not
Gear-
sure what to share.
Gear, you have no idea, but the other three, all three have heard that name.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing. This is not good.
She's just kind of staring at the burning building and also, like, Captain Trevin. What I care about most is the fact that the murders are done. Justice is served, even if it wasn't the way that I would have preferred it.
We were able to save some of the pages from his notes and all that.
But I'm gonna give you a little bit of a DM hint here.
We probably don't want her
Before you
having
say
those.
that, are you sure you want to
No.
say that to her?
Probably not, actually.
Okay.
That's for us
I
to
don't want any
know.
clues. I want us to struggle bus, okay? No. Joking. No.
Well, you all are cleared. Found innocent.
I'd like to issue a formal complaint.
He just gives you the sharpest and most, like, dirty look. I would consider your words very carefully, and perhaps considering leaving the city appropriately before you say something that is going to land you in one of my prisons. My temper is very short today.
I had a perfectly good fish roasted that I paid for, and it got
Just walk
destroyed by
away.
this explosion. I would
Gear
like
is
to be
going-
compensated.
Gear is going to walk up behind him and smack him on the back of the head. And it's going to hurt.
I'm going to reiterate to everyone that perhaps you should find another place to stay and get out of my sight before I change my mind. Leave the body here.
You go look at everybody's like, all right, come on,
Let's go visit Ramir. Make sure he's okay.
I walk up, or Gear walks up to the judge. Judge, I figured you might want this, and I pull out the vial. Do I recognize it just by looking at what type of poison it is? Acid it is.
Not just by looking at it. You've seen similar things. You know that this would be a very vile concoction.
He drink? Oh, go ahead.
But you're not exactly sure what kind of poison it is exactly.
Okay. This is the vial that he drank from. You might want to do some, have an artificer here and do some research, see what nasty bits are inside of it.
And what would I care what kind of poison this coward drank? He's dead. That's what matters.
So that way, if he has any people who are working with him or he is working under, have the same poison, you might be able to subdue it so you can ask people for questions, you know.
She's kind of giving you the same look that she gave Eric.
Or I could keep it. I just thought it'd help. The decision is yours, of course.
The look continues.
All right. It was a pleasure.
I just like slowly walk with gear, with my head down, rubbing my head because it really hurt.
His
I'm
gloves
upset.
have metal on it.
Yeah, it really
It
hurt.
really hurt.
I have a huge bump on my head.
I don't know where the hell he went.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna worry about the model and stuff like that, but as you do, I'm assuming you guys are walking back towards the inn at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, the opposite direction that we're going? Yeah.
You will see, yeah, the opposite direction of where you guys are going. As you're heading to the inn, you see Investigator Noah shit, like, hurrying, like, towards the fire. You can tell that he came from further within the city.
I'm going to stop him and be like, your judge is tempered today.
Well, from what I've heard, I mean, I understand that clearly.
This is a vial of what the person drank who's sitting at the dock dead. Your judge didn't want it. She may not be thinking clearly. Here.
Oh, I'll take a look.
Have an artificer look at it. It is very acidic.
He takes it from you. And, you know, puts it in like or carefully places it like in some sort of pouch.
Now, we've been told to leave the city. It's been a good day. Good pleasure meeting you, no shit.
It's Noah shit.
Noah shit. Sorry. But hopefully there's no more murders. Good day, sir.
I mumble under my breath just loud enough for beer. I told you there was corruption in the guards.
He just kind of gives you a look like, and then just turns and keeps going.
I look like what?
They're like, fucking seriously, dude?
Oh, I just want to make sure you do know I did take my ink pen and rubbed it on the inside of the vial on the metal to see if it'd eat it, and so that way I'd have some residue of it when it dries. My ink pen is now destroyed and unable to be used, but it has some poison or some acidic to it.
There was very little residue left, but you do not really enough to actually collect a proper sample from the actual vial left.
No, I would probably known that then. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Sorry, I'm gonna command, like, no on that one.
No, you're completely fine. I just didn't know if it was in the wheelhouse or not.
Okay, so you guys arrive back in front of the tavern.
We
Ron?
should probably collect our things and get out of here.
Remind me not to piss gear off. And continue to rub my head.
I'd say we get a good night's rest first if we can.
She did tell us to leave the city.
Yeah, well, we've committed no crime.
Yeah, I
If
think
she's as honorable as she claims she is, one more night won't matter.
I agree with Marcus.
You would all know that there's still about 2 more days before the ship leaves.
The pirate ship. Yep.
Yep.
I think
There are other pirate ships. You can see if one of them are leaving sooner, but that one specific, Eric was already making plans to get passage with.
Yeah, so I, as a team, will make this decision. But yeah, if you guys don't remember, I did talk to the pirate about getting to Tally Ho, which is going to help us get to see, to progress in that line of the story. Now, we don't have to do it right now. We could do other things, but if we do decide to do that, I think we could just stay in the city and lay low for 2 days. Like, I don't think she's gonna see us if we lay low. Like, not leaving the tavern, basically, and just doing other stuff.
It's a fairly decent sized city too.
Okay. It's up to you guys, but I think since we have
should
an
ask for-
easy way to get to Tally Ho, it's an option.
We should have asked if we were going to be paid for doing their work for them.
Our payment was just good enough out of underneath the necks.
That's not enough.
I wanted my fish reimbursed.
You and your
still
down
have
fish.
When you taste my cooking gear, I think you'll have a different side to you.
How have we not gotten killed yet?
Last time I ate your food, it tasted like ash.
That venison was delicious. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's get aside before somebody sees us.
Okay. I follow him in.
I shake my head like, what group have I gotten myself?
Oh, welcome back.
Gear does not enter right away. He waits outside. He takes the excuse that he's lighting a cigar, his last one. And he just kind of looks, seeing who's all around, and just mutters to himself, "There, I helped."
And
You hear no response.
Okay, and I go and greet Ramir. Ramir, thank you for having us. We're gonna be, if it's all right with you, spending at least one more night. My party and I will decide if we're gonna stay any longer. But we just came from crazy situation. But know that you're safe. The one that was behind all of it, he is no longer with us.
Well, that is good to know. I thank you for everything.
It's what we do. I can't say that I really did much, but my party definitely did a lot.
Like I said, you're welcome to stay again if you need a room still. I have not taken down your quarters yet, so I can leave them up for as long as you need to stay.
The judge advised we leave town quickly. Would you be willing to let us lay low here for a couple of days till our ship leaves?
Certainly, though I wouldn't worry about that too much. I mean, she can be a hard ass sometimes, but I think that she's just a bit flustered. I wouldn't take it personally.
It was pretty rough couple of days for her, I will admit.
Hey Ramir, what's your opinion on a nice grilled fish?
Oh my god.
He just looks at you. It's good. Why?
Oh, I had plans to bring you a giant one with the party and have it, but unfortunately, it got lost in the kerfuffle that we just came from.
Oh, no worries. Is what it is. It is my job to provide the beverages and refreshments for you all, though, not the other way around.
Oh, it was meant to be a gift to thank you, and after everything you've been through too. I mean, you just
Truly
narrowly
not
escaped.
necessary. You all have done so much already.
Did our pirate friends make it out of here okay?
They made it out fine, sure. As far as I know, I didn't really go out chasing them afterwards.
Well, you didn't hear of any arrests. That's all I was curious about.
It's only been but a few hours since this morning.
Well, if they didn't get arrested right as they left, they're probably fine.
Again, I have not heard anything.
Did you guys notice our friend from the other day was with the guards?
You're referring to me.
No, not you, Ramir.
No, it wasn't Ramirez talking.
Yeah, it was
It's Ariel, the shapeshifter.
Ariel. Yeah, the shapeshifter. The changeling. I just
You
wanted
can tell
I-
the same.
Oh, he's right here. Oh, hi. Yeah, you. Yeah, you were with them. Hi.
You got-
I didn't see you enter.
It was
You
what
also-
you asked me to do.
I
it
really
not?
appreciate you stepping in and helping us out.
You got told to leave the city too, didn't you?
No,
No,
but I
he was-
intend to do so.
Oh,
I'm not going to stay where I am not wanted.
fair
Besides,
enough.
you all said that you needed extra help.
Would you like to tag along?
I told you that I would. You have interest in figuring out what happened with the Order of Phantoms, and so do I.
DM question real quick. How many mercenaries can we have in the team at a time? The party?
Don't worry about that right now.
Oh,
We'll know
okay.
when-
Okay. Just want to be sure. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. What about you guys?
I mean, he
If-
did help us out after all.
And someone did try to murder him with silver.
Yeah,
Least we do is we owe him.
I am sorry about that. I didn't know that
You were doing what
yeah,
you thought was right.
Yeah. How is your hand?
He kind of like glances at it. It's fine. It will heal. You all look like shit, by the way.
Yeah, we know.
I feel like we've been to hell and back. It's a bit toasty
Literally.
there.
It was quite a fire.
Would you be surprised if I say it's not the worst I've seen?
Of course it isn't. I've seen entire city blocks been ignited. It is lucky that the gods arrived when they did. That one may have taken out half the city. Seems that there was some residue of an accelerant in there. Whoever intended to do this basically intended to go out with a bang.
It was
Well-
Captain Travone.
Well, more like
You saw that.
Makes
the
sense.
explosion was jaw-dropping, if you catch my drift.
Are you
Seemed
trying
all
to
a
be
bit
funny?
fishy.
I'm missing the joke.
Do what? Too many times at once.
yeah.
Ariel said.
I heard him.
Elreal said, "Are you trying to be funny?" I missed the joke.
I mean,
His
not
his-
really.
The culprit drank a vial of acid to kill himself, and his jaw melted away. Hence the jaw dropping.
I see. That
Do me a
is
favor, don't tell your jokes to Tempestuous. She wouldn't find them funny.
the
I-
Titans. You all have connected with the Titans.
In a way or two, yes.
Well,
No wonder why this is weird.
It's all about fishy to me.
Another thing, when we have a moment to speak, I have an idea who might be behind this.
you all haven't solved the murder yet. I thought you said it
I-
was Captain
but-
Trivon.
He was a pawn in a bigger game. I think I may know who the mastermind is.
Well,
Interesting.
speak now. Why not?
It is a matter discussed with others before we go any farther, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
We will see them in a week's time.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I'm sorry, Romero. It's not that I don't trust you, it's that there are certain things that should not be widespread knowledge. And
That
the laws
is-
have ears.
That is fair. Not to mention, this is Well, like you said, the walls have ears. Especially in a tavern.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm hungry.
Well, let me get something prepared for you all.
Thank you, Ramir. Appreciate it.
Imagine having to eat. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around and whisper to Ramir, get him some fish.
Do I
Make
hear
it
him?
salty.
Do I hear him say that?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
And roll a stealth check, Locknada.
Oh, I don't think I heard it. I got a 13.
Oh yeah, I beat you. I got a 16.
Ah.
Can I try rolling to see if I heard it?
You heard him whisper something, but you're not sure what he said.
Okay.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Well, no, yeah, 12 plus 5, so 17.
You heard me say that.
Yeah, you
Alright.
heard him.
I kind of just looked.
I looked over at Eric's like, you like the salt, right? Extra salty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what?
I kind of just like put my hand on my forehead, like, God damn it.
And then I'm sitting here, waiting for whatever Ramir's bringing us, and I pull out my hold on, I want to get the name right. It's the pipe of smoke monsters, and I blow it, and I want it to show a. Is there a limit to which monsters it'll show, or is it? Oh yeah, it says such as a dragon. Okay. Can I make it show like a little Nelixis?
What are you trying? Wait, what are you? Oh, the
Yeah,
haunting-
just the pipe of smoke monsters. Or Titan's not.
I mean, I think you
or
can make it. Hold on.
Shatters or.
Yes, and I don't even know what it does. My goodness.
No, I know what it does. I just don't.
No, it's
Hold
not
on.
gonna work.
It's limited on like verbiage, so I want to make sure I can do certain things.
Yes.
But it's gonna be really tiny. Like it's a 1-inch
just an
cube.
illusion.
Yeah, exactly. It's just smoke monster. Yeah. So I'd like to just like puff on it and like enjoy it, and then like create a little Nelixis.
Okay.
And then I kind of like look at Gear and give like a wink.
I have no idea who that, what that is, Gear. The rest of you do.
He knows what a pipe
Gear-
is. He just doesn't know what the smoke is.
Right. He does not know what the form of that is. It appears to be some sort of fox creature.
That's his best frenemy.
Gear's going to say, I bet you the cigar tastes better than that. By the way, don't you have 2 of mine?
Yes,
Or
and
did
I
the
proceed
capping
to
take them?
take the 2 out of my pocket and I hand them over to him because I had never given them to the pirates.
Thank you. This was my last one.
As you all are discussing and you see Ramir like preparing some food and whatnot, you see him set aside a plate. Marcus, I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, because I moved away.
19.
As Ramir like reaches under the like cabinet for something, you see, or you swear that you could see something that almost appeared. No, sorry. You hear a bit of laughter. You recognize that laughter as being Tempestra. Romir like jumps for a little bit and hits his head against the edge of the table, and you see a salt container pop open and fall over one of the dishes.
All right.
He gets up and is just like brushing his head, but he does not seem to notice, and he brings out the food to you all.
Oh,
Shall we have an eating contest, Eric?
Oh, I'm down, Ramiro. This looks delicious. I start wolfing it down, and then
Eric? Yeah. You
I
have just eaten one of the most, like, egregiously salty things. Like, if tastes like something like someone dumped an entire container into your food.
and I like grab for my water skin, and I just start chugging.
It's also full of salt water.
In fact, as a matter of fact, it is.
Oh,
You taste seawater.
There's no relief. And I like get up and I run to the bathroom, wherever that is.
The outhouse?
Whatever, wherever the
House?
restroom is. I'm like trying to get to another sink.
There would be a latrine upstairs.
Yeah, so I run upstairs to the latrine, and am I getting to continue the scene, or is it over at that?
I'm gonna pause you there.
Okay.
Essentially.
So I'm basically midway to the bathroom.
Yeah, you just like, well, no. You would have made it upstairs. This is where I'm gonna like. So you're up in the room. I'm gonna continue with everybody else though.
Okay.
What was that? Was he okay?
Looks like he likes spitting instead of swallowing.
He enjoyed his food a little too much, I guess.
I just learned not to ask
He got him to
questions.
chew his food.
Oh, well.
Sometimes it's better to not know.
Let's just say he may have irked the lady of mirth.
The Lady of Mer.
Lady of tricks.
He's still giving you a look like what?
Gear is giving you a look of what too.
Just give him
Lady
to a straight.
Tempestra isn't just the goddess of winds. She loves her jokes and tricks.
Oh, Lady Tempestra, the maiden of voyage.
Yes.
I see.
Ramiro, I'm going to need a stiff drink.
Lady Tempestra was here.
Whether they physically manifest themselves or not, they're always with us.
Ah, I see. Stiff drink, what, when you say stiff drink, are you referring to stiff for a human or stiff for a Goliath?
Oh,
Stiff
God.
for you.
Oh. Very well. Let me go and get some of that. And he will step away for a bit.
Is he getting a certain... All right, yeah.
No, probably not. I mean, that wouldn't be sold around here.
Would he not?
Laknada, are you doing anything?
Oh, actually, yeah. Oh my god. Thank you. I was actually gonna come sit down over here by our rogue man,
Elriel?
Ariel. I was gonna ask him a few questions since he's from the Order of Phantoms.
He looks at you. Well, go on. Ask away.
How much do you know about the laboratory that's in Dead End?
I haven't really traveled through Dead End much. I was actually headed that way. But I had actually been working out of a lab here in Leshava.
Ears perked up, probably. If
You
I
know
was
the name?
here.
Do you know the name of this head scientist over at the Dead End facility?
Well, he's not just the head scientist over there. He's
Well,
the leader of the Order of Phantoms. I know who you're referring to.
that's Dr. Like
Black.
DM knows. That's
Dr. Zacharias Black.
Zacharias Black. Okay. I was like, I didn't remember the black perp. I remember Zacharias. Okay.
He had been dealing with some sort of experimental substance. Not really sure what it was, but it was the same thing that was used on Chimera. I do hope he is okay.
He should
But
be fine.
that was from what I had heard from the reports that I read, what was being worked on in Dead End. They were working on trying to essentially create super soldiers.
Well, he was super, right? But he wasn't a. I wouldn't call it a soldier.
Controllable.
Nope.
And that is what I suspected. Here in Lashava, they were working on some sort of other device, though. That I was not privy to. I couldn't infiltrate close enough to figure out what it was.
Hmm. What if I told you you didn't have to worry about the lab at Dead End?
No, why would that be?
It got destroyed.
Did it now? Now that's interesting. How?
Well, some of the details You know what? You're gonna be working with us. Fuck it. I'll tell you a little bit. Chimera went out of control. He
Oh,
turned
he did
into
lose
this.
control.
He did.
Is he
Went
okay?
around. Yes, he's fine now, but he basically destroyed the lab.
Oh, good.
So you don't
Oh,
need to worry about the lab over there. I don't know.
can't say that I'm sad about their experiment failing. I'm glad to hear it, actually. They were fucking with things that I don't believe that anyone should have.
This substance, what can you tell us about it?
I don't know much about it, other than the fact that it seems shadowy in nature. It was what gave Chimera his powers.
I don't even know who Chimera is.
Another rogue from the Order of Phantoms. One of my friends.
Well, I'm glad to hear he's okay, but I'm more interested in this substance.
Again, I
You
don't
know.
know much about it, but it was a. He was even Dr. Zacharias Black started using it on himself. In smaller doses than what he had given Chimera, but Chimera's first signs, he started being able to, well, almost create a shadow of himself that he could control and would operate almost as a second form of himself. He could also walk through walls when he went into a form. Went into this form. It was like he became the shadows themselves. Quite a useful trick, I would say. But from what you're telling me, I'm not sure it's worth the price. That is all I know of it thus far, other than the fact that it is extremely dangerous and must be kept out of the wrong hands.
It must be kept out of all hands altogether, I would think.
Intriguing.
Could be. I had come up here looking for a shipment that was coming from Ballast. I had heard that there was a expedition to Ballast recently in the cloak of shadows and intrigue. Something Lashava didn't want getting leaked. But they raided Ballast. Took from it a bunch of artifacts and other treasures. That's what I was after. That's why I was here. The shipment was supposed to arrive here, sometime last week. But my associate missed it. It came earlier than what was expected. I was trying to prevent it from going to Lashava itself and making it to the Artificers Guild. They had something of vital importance that they were looking for within that.
Do you know what it was carrying?
I haven't the slightest clue,
Hmm.
other than the fact that it was dangerous.
Must have been right after I left the Artificer Guild then.
You were part of that guild.
Up in here just recently.
So why are you asking me of these questions of what this substance was? You would know better than I would.
Because it wasn't on my pay grade.
Fair.
Let me give you two some advice. Don't get anywhere near this substance. Don't even let it touch you.
I mean, unless you
I'll
want a
keep-
stiff drink.
I'll keep that in mind.
That goes for you too, Gear.
What? You think I'm going to touch something I don't know what is?
Absolutely.
Looking at you right now, I would think that's a safe bet. Though I'm not much of a gambling man.
I'm sorry if things intrigue me that I don't know what is. It's how I learn.
Just be careful of the things you do learn. Knowledge can be power, but it can also be dangerous.
Knowledge is power, and power can corrupt. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Not quite, but sure, that works too.
There's a reason why I left Lasharva.
I wasn't worried so much about someone becoming corrupted by power, so much of just the knowledge itself being dangerous.
Well, I mean, I can hide it from Gear pretty easily, but I can't hide it from you. So, I disband my spell. What?
You're a shapeshifter too.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Magical, of course, not by...
Yes.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, so, you know Lasharva's not a place for anybody but a human.
Would my detect magic have been able to see that?
If you had detect magic running at the time, you would have seen illusion over Loch Nada, but you've already covered that. Like, you already did see the illusion previously. Now you
Yeah.
understand why. This is the
Yeah.
first time that you are actually seeing him in his true form.
Okay. He's just,
Elreal does not look plussed at all. Like, he looks completely chill about it.
yeah, and I was going to call him Bitty Batty. Gear just takes another drag, not even going. He's acting like it's not a big deal to him because it's not a big deal.
Nah, I mean,
He knew something was up, so
yeah, but this particular creature would have come from the Skoangir Desert, which...
the creature, yes, not the fact that he was hiding it up. I guess I should say.
Yeah.
You're not freaked out by a
You're
lizard
just
man?
more. You should be you should be more surprised that a lizard man's here in Lasharva.
Lizard folk and Yuan Ti are extremely hostile to literally like everything. So this would be a bit of a surprise.
Okay,
You don't don't ever see them anywhere else besides usually at the end of somebody's blade in the desert. Or vice versa, at the end of their blade.
Okay, so he raises an eyebrow.
Don't worry about it. I'm not like the rest. I don't follow the stereotype.
That's comforting to know. Though I've seen other lizard folk within a few of the other cities. They usually keep to the shadows, much like I assume you try to.
You kind of have to. When everyone and everything around you wants to kill you, you gotta learn to be resourceful.
Believe me, you're preaching to the choir on that one.
That was more so for him. I kind of figured you'd understand.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
I understand it, just didn't expect that, I guess. Don't take offense to that, just definitely not what I figured I'd see, I guess.
Gear,
It's
you
coming.
feel a slight rumbling.
I what?
You feel a slight rumbling. As if the ground is shaking slightly.
I don't want to raise alarms, so I'm just going to look, seeing if I'm seeing containers rumbling too, or if it's just all in my
The
head.
liquid in your glass is moving.
Does anybody feel that?
They do.
Oh shit! I just switched real quickly.
Elreal does the same.
Um,
In
Marcus, do you feel that?
Before anything
Probably.
else can happen, the entire light room fills with blinding light. You hear what sounds like a crack.
Lady Alevandria.
Alevandria appears before you. It's hard to literally see anything else because in this room her light is like radiating.
Well, we can see her just fine.
Oh, you see her
I
just
hope
fine,
so.
but seeing anything else is very difficult.
Oh, oh, thank God. Oh, you scared?
Wait, Bert, I'm not seeing any of this though, right? I'm in the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom right now, yes.
Yeah, so I don't see any of this. Okay, cool.
Gear just is hoping that there is some more liquid because he just got done finishing off his cup with seeing her. He's like, ah.
She is staring directly at you, and there is a very irritated look on her face.
I promise I didn't do anything this time.
You didn't. I'm still not happy about the last time. But
Yeah.
I thought of how you can earn your redemption.
Please don't tell me I'm partying with these guys.
Welcome to the party.
She smiles. You're a clever one, aren't you? These are the heralds of the Titans, our champions. You will help them in their quest and in their mission. Your other choice is my alternate plan that I wanted to do in the first place. She
Nope.
her sword like shifts towards you.
I'll figure out how my potions can help them. I promise you that. I'll be a good boy.
Lady
Perhaps you should
Alevandria.
start with telling them the truth of what happened.
No. You.
She looks over at Marcus.
There's a guy up in the bathroom. If they're all going to hear, he might as well join.
I don't mean right now, but I mean very soon. Marcus, you asked for my attention.
I was going to ask if there's anything we needed to keep an eye out for on with this one. Sounds like he did something absolutely heinous if he brought your ire.
You always were one for understatements.
Well, I try my best.
Nothing you need to be concerned about that I am not already handling, and ones that he would be very foolish to continue to pursue.
I gave the vial back. I'm sorry. It only crossed my mind for a minute.
I will be taking my leave then. You have your orders, gear.
Yes, Lady Olivandria.
The light flashes again, and she is gone. But in that place where you heard that crack, you see a big cut through one of the tables where her sword had landed.
I throw my cup at it, which is empty, and just... Fuck.
You gotta be pretty stupid to piss her off.
Something we should know.
Somehow I feel like what you were telling me, Elriel is saying as he's like shifting back into his other true form, doesn't quite add up.
Let's wait for Eric. I need another drink.
I'm gonna switch over then to Eric.
I'm glad you waited for me, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so I start like fumbling. Well, no, I'm still like, I didn't even make it to the bathroom, so I'm still like covered in like sodium breath. So I'm just like trying to find a faucet and like vigorously turning it, if they even have plumbing in this world.
Lady Alejandra was just here and she looked very unhappy.
there would
What
be-
I'm not
did
even
you do?
down there yet. I'm still trying to.
Oh, oh.
Yes, there would be plumbing in this town. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like choking down water right now from the sink.
It's all salt water or seawater, and it smells extremely fishy.
I mean, I'm okay with fish, but not water.
Could be worse. Could be
Tabestra, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like sobbing. I'm in a fetal position sobbing. I'm sorry.
Just remember next time you want to fuck with me.
It's
I want to say this to Pestra, because now I'm by myself. Pestra, I have.
He's basically standing over you at this point, leaned over.
Okay. I have a plan with the
Oh.
situation. And if all
This is a
goes
f-
well,
This is a sudden difference from apologizing to me. Now you want to talk about plans?
well, you've shown yourself, so I want to make sure I let one of the Titans know, so that way everyone's in the know. I will let Okaris know as well, but you're here, so. And I'm still like
Kind of.
groveling, like I'm not saying it straight, like I'm sniffling, and everything, but I have a plan, and I want you to know that the situation that I'm currently dealing with, I have a plan to get out of it, and if all goes well, the power for the Titans will be greater than anyone could have ever imagined. And then I just
not
like
really
get
sure.
back in a fetal position.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but okay.
You'll know
Have fun
in
with
time.
that. And you just see like, whoop, she disappears.
I go to the faucet and try to drink it.
It's regular water.
Okay, and I just like start chugging it.
But
like,
you do hear, I'm not done with you yet, though. Just so you know.
I choke because hearing that.
It's regular water, but
Yeah, I'm so. Damn, that's my reaction to her saying that. Like, oh man, I thought I was good. I'm just like choking. And I like try to clean myself up. And I like. I have no energy. So like, I'm almost like lethargically like walking, almost like I'm like really drunk. So it's like shuffled, and I try to make it down the stairs. But then I fall down the stairs.
before you get to that point, you
okay.
see a flash through the floorboards. You hear voices for a short period of time, another flash, and it's gone.
Did the flash like temporarily blind me? 'Cause
No,
I wasn't expecting it.
You just saw the light through the floorboards and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So then when that happens, I start walking down the stairs and I fall down the stairs.
Okay. To the rest of the party, you see Eric like tumble down the stairs.
And then like I try to like get myself back. Okay, I can't. I'm
Okay.
stuck upstairs. If you could fix
Hold
me.
on a sec. Yep.
And then I like go to everyone and be like, okay, guys. And I'm like still choking because salt. What was all that light? Oh God, oh, man, my head, my
Alavandra was just
back.
here. She wasn't too pleased to know anything about that.
Know anything about who? What?
Alavandra was just here. She didn't look too pleased. Do you know anything about that?
You, as well as I know what I just had to deal with, friend. So I know nothing about any of the other Titans at the moment.
I was simply teasing. It was of something else. This man here will be joining us on our travels.
Oh, Gear or Elreal?
Both.
Oh,
Well, I'm joining, but I wasn't directed by Alavandria to essentially become your
Lapdog.
wait,
lapdog.
Alavandria, Labdog,
I'm still a free man.
Gear?
Let's just say that Gear is the party's whipping post, if you know what I'm saying.
I thought I was the whipping post.
What did
I
you
need a
do?
drink.
Well,
Wait, we have a new squid.
For now.
All right,
what are you
squid.
talking about? Oh.
She directed him to pay some sort of penance. I'm very curious what you did to piss off the Arctitan.
As am I.
I'm curious as well.
Gear is literally looking on the tables for a drink. He's not wanting to do this. He's trying to bide his time, waiting for Rumir to come back with, or Romal, to come back with that very stiff drink.
Mountain Dew?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Does he see any that is just laying out full, not touched, or any pictures with anything slightly
No, not right
debilitating?
now. You can hear from downstairs. You hear someone shuffling through things and moving barrels and stuff like that.
He just sighs and sits back down, lights his cigar. Everybody sit down.
Don't gotta tell me twice. I go sit down.
Marcus,
Yes.
He told you to sit down, bro. I think you should sit down.
I'll stand. I've done enough sitting for a while.
we got that shipment, Ariel. It is Ariel. I said that right? Ariel.
Elreal.
Elreal.
Elreal. We did get that shipment. And it wasn't done
What do you
early.
mean you got the shipment?
It was done on time. You see, the ones who were working on this project,
Are you referring to the ballast shipment?
yes.
It came from ballast, not the other way around.
Yes. It did.
Two different shipments, by the way. Correct?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
never
the other
mind.
shipment's
Never
the one
mind.
that we know about.
Okay. There was another shipment, I guess I should say.
You actually don't know about that first shipment.
Oh, I don't? Okay. Fine
No.
then. I'll
That was done without your knowledge.
Okay, but knew about what was in it. Not that
No,
much about it.
you know about the experiment.
Okay. They're I'll start like this, you guys. Bellas don't exist like you guys knew it.
What? I heard that they raided it, but what do you mean it doesn't exist?
I was affiliated with a project. This project needed an accelerant. And my job was to make things go boom with this accelerant. I placed it myself.
He started the fire.
As I walked from Ballast,
Are you saying you bombed Ballast?
and the bomb destroyed the entire city.
Auriel leans back.
When I had walked back into the city to see the damage, because alas, I am a very intrigued person. Black substance, like ooze almost, over everything. Carcasses laid strewn. No one survived. I broke. I fled. And as I was fleeing, Lavandria herself bombed it again. I don't know what I stumbled upon in that experiment. I just know it's not to be done again. And I'm walking a very, very strict line.
I could probably tell you what they were using.
I can guess. Take a guess or two.
I can't.
If
Shed some light,
Alvandro
guys.
destroyed it,
But as of last week, the head I knew was at least still alive.
The head?
What head are you referring to?
Black. The one you said that was dead.
Auriel is looking at Lockneda.
So he survived the first explosion. Interesting.
I turned Lockneda. Who we got? Who
I
you guys
got-
talking about?
The leader of the Order of Phantoms. Dr. Black.
Dr.
is alive.
Zacharias Black.
Oh.
That presents an issue.
How the
Yes.
hell did he survive 2 of Alexandria's bombings?
Was he present at Ballast? The answer to that is no, by the way.
No.
He may not have been in that second blast then. But he did survive the first, according to what you're saying. Was it the same type of... You
Yes.
said that it was Chimera that destroyed it.
Well, before Alexandria herself showed up here just a few minutes ago, I was going to keep that detail a bit minute. But Alexandria bombed the first one after Chimera got out of control.
What
And I guess
exactly are we dealing with here? Looking at both like Gear and Lockneda.
Shadow Blade.
Which is...
it's an infection
Ice.
from Argos's realm.
I speak up quickly. Guys, now's not the time to hold anything cuff. Just give him the information.
He kind of like is slowly turning towards Gear. That's what you all were working on in the labs? You were fucking with that?
I wasn't messing with that aspect. Like I said, I was the one to find the accelerant, the thing to make it go pop. But yes, that's what the main objective was, to see how much damage we can inflict. How much we could put the fear into the enemies of Lasharva.
I look at Gear. Can you elaborate a bit further with the accelerant? Were you guys using this as like a bomb tool for this ooze, or were you injecting people with it?
Bomb. I placed a bomb in Ballast.
And the bomb had Shadow Blade in it?
The bomb was Shadow Blight.
Okay. So that's interesting. So now that's a new form of Shadow Blight that's been introduced.
As far as I could, I tried to grab the paperwork from it and get rid of the plans. But if there are any good artificers left in Lasharva,
More importantly,
They-
Dr. Zacharias Black.
they keep more notes than what they let on.
Well, we will eventually be able to speak with Chimera. I am going to be the one to share that information. He is alive for now.
I will also let you in on one last tidbit.
Mhm.
While I was in the town of Ballast, I wouldn't say it's living, but it does have a mind of its own. I seen a pendant around a little girl's, the remains. I reached out for it. The blight reached back. It is, in a sense, living ooze.
That makes sense.
So the ooze
It
reached out?
lives.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it lives to consume.
Okay.
This is worse. This is a lot worse than I thought it was. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know it got to this point.
Lashava is doing this. The war on Ithaca was one thing, but now they're attacking the northern kingdoms.
We only attacked the Northern Kingdom because it was an easy asset to be dismissed.
That's what they told you.
That is, as far as the War
As someone
Council.
who has dealt with some sort of has been involved in many different courts and a lot of intrigue and stuff like that, there's more to this. Something is pulling the strings, and the Shava has some sort of interest. They have, from what it sounds like to me, it's not actually any interest in the in Ithaca or Ballast itself. It's something in those cities. And if they took something out of Ballast, that shipment, we need to find that shipment. Because that is going to be the key for figuring out whatever the hell that Lashava is looking for.
And who's that talking right now?
Elriel.
It's Ariel.
Where?
This
Okay.
one.
I'm going to go do my own thing.
And would that be the shipment that we
Yes.
Oh, it is that one. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Then that completely takes away what I was saying. I thought it was a second shipment.
Nope.
Okay.
Elriel was looking for that shipment. He tried to intercept it, but he failed because it came early.
Well, being the one that has the biggest mouth amongst the group and always is truthful and stops holding things, I go to Elzriel. Elzriel, we intercepted that shipment. You don't have to worry. It's in good hands.
What? Like, out of character, real quickly. Do we know it's the same shipment?
Yes.
Yes.
Based
Okay.
upon the notes that you found from the elf, the dead body of the elf, as well as like what he's said so far, and from what you knew about the shipment from when you got the quest from the Archmage.
Okay. Okay, you're good.
So yeah, that's why I say to Elzriel.
Sorry, I just got confused.
It's okay.
He's kind of giving a look like, you're all just fucking mentioning this?
Listen, Elreal, I can't speak upon what my colleagues like to share to individuals, but knowing that you just saw a Titan, you found out about Gear's story, you're someone I can trust at least. I'm willing to share what I know.
Well, what the fuck was in the box?
That is for the
It's
Titans
best
to know.
discussed
Yeah, that's not something that I have
in
liberty to
less
say.
open area.
That's more, yeah, like
Yeah,
he
that's
said.
more
it's-
than I
that's-
can say.
That's not to be discussed in this environment.
Fine.
But
I-
it is. But we're glad we got to it first.
And
I will ask
it is
you-
in safe hands.
I will ask you all this. You know my story. What's your guys's?
I was up front with you.
I am a member of one of the three guilds. I was raised to hunt monsters.
You're one of the guild members as well.
Yes, I am a member of the Brass Serpent.
Ah. No
I
worries.
will-
You won't hear any complaints from me on that one. Just as long as you don't say trade lords.
Well,
No.
I'm not a trade lord, but I've done work with all three guilds. And Lashar, I've done work for. I'm a freelancer.
You I've heard of.
Fair enough.
When you showed me your true form, it kind of the pieces kind of clicked. I had heard about a lizard folk investigator that even Lashava themselves would occasionally work with.
I like to think they hired me out of desperation because they couldn't find anybody else, but
Oh, mostly, from what I
yeah,
had heard. More the fact that you were actually one of the only people within Dead End actually willing to help them.
money is money. And
Money
plus,
is money.
I don't like knowing what I don't like not knowing things.
I
That's
guess
just why I took up the job.
you guys misunderstand. How are you all connected, and how did you all become the champions?
Well, it's time I. All right.
Come on,
I'm-
Lochnadah. You've been the most secret of all of us.
Do you need a cigar?
The chasuble that I have, the piece of the chasuble that I have, it was in the hands of the brass serpent, and they're about to sell it off to the Gravejaw was about to sell it off to the who was it that he was selling it off to? I don't remember. It was just somebody from the Order of Phantoms. I don't remember exactly who. Berg.
I don't think there was a specific name given. I think it was just a buyer from the Order of Phantoms.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. I knew it was Gravejaw selling it off, but that was all I knew. Gravejaw was selling it off to somebody from was selling it to somebody in the Order of Shadows.
Order
So
of Phantoms.
Order of Phantoms. My bad. Sorry.
Possible. What are you speaking of?
I second that question.
It was an artifact from Ravenfall.
You're talking about the legendary heroes.
Yes. It was one half of the artifact. But something called out to me that night, told me not to let them get their hands on it, so I may have taken it into safe hands.
Well,
So after that, I took it to the Iron Merchant to have it copied, and then I went into the lab to try to pin the blame on the Order of Phantoms, because that's what I was originally going to do. I originally blamed them.
there's a smile on our Elreal's face. I like this one.
I was going to make it look like I was taking it out after planting it in, but that's when Chimera saw me, and then that's when he went out of control.
Interesting.
Eric, what about you?
Well, I'm the only one that doesn't hold things. I've been honest to the party, and here you are now part of that, and you will know everything. I'm not sure why even my colleague Lochnadah here even kept those secrets from me after all this time, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Both
Secrets
of
are
you
powerful. Secrets are very powerful.
friends are more powerful, and you should trust your friends. as I did with Chimera. He was
And
one of
me
my
and you
closest friends, and you both
must have
seem
grew-
to be bringing him up a lot.
You must have grew up in a different standpoint. The
Uh,
only thing I trust is my work.
I grew up exiled from Lasharva, living on the streets in the forests, and if I didn't have friends that were willing to take me in and house me and keep me going and help me with transporting goods to help end this war, I wouldn't be here today. So I value friendship highly and trust highly. Chimera was one of my, and still is, one of my closest friends. Real, sure you know who he is. Not too long ago, we had to fight him and nearly kill
Well,
him to save him.
he's a good friend of mine as well. I've worked
Save
with him a
him
number of
from
times.
exactly gear what you were working on, which led him to be how he was, which led him to almost kill Locknada and this whole party. And we were able to save him. We were able to cure the Shadow Blight. And when you see him, I want you to apologize. We will be returning to where he is in a few days' time.
To be fair, I don't believe that this was necessarily entirely his fault in the Shadow Blight itself. I think that's more. I think, truthfully, that he was more of an unwitting victim. However, your failure to see the consequences of your actions and the price of this knowledge is the concerning part for me.
Okay, Elro.
Trust me,
I understand where you're...
Olivandria has already told me not to step out of line, and if I do, it's to be met at the end of her own blade.
And forgive me for letting me get emotions. That emotions have gotten the best of me here, but I worked very hard to save my friend, and
It is a heavy subject, and believe me, I feel it as much as you do. But cooler heads must prevail in this.
understood. But I will continue because Gear did ask me my story, and that was not even the beginning.
Please do.
Thank you, Elro. I appreciate it. So as I told you when we first met, I've been helping transport, working with different organizations. I was rescued by Chimera, with Chimera, and another colleague that hopefully you will meet soon as well, from a coliseum that my father tried to have me killed in. I've been partying with these men, and I am a herald of Okaris. And we are slowly traversing this heavy task that has been put upon us. I don't know how my colleagues
What is your guys' task, first of all?
We aren't fully sure. We are just the heralds at this point. We are playing it as we go. We're trying our best.
We've been tasked with finding Argrius.
And the chestables.
Biddy,
You know,
or God, I was going to say Biddy Batty. Gear just lowers his head like,
What do you mean finding Argrius?
I really need a drink.
Didn't he turn against the world?
Not exactly. We
All
think
we
something was
know
controlling
is-
him.
Yeah, that's a theory that maybe
Well,
one of
it's
the
a theory.
elders, like there's a theory that something may have caused him to go mad.
I'd
And he
like-
may not have been responsible for his actions. Without finding him, there's no way to know. So we are currently trying to find him to see if we can ascertain the answer to that.
I'd like to, while they're talking, pull out the pipe of smoke monsters again and create a mini Nelixis.
What is that?
That, my friend, is one of our enemies.
Fox?
Some call her the Titan of Chaos. Some call her Nelixis. And she is one of the many enemies we're fighting. And by fighting her, we hope that that will lead us to Arcus. or finding
I
out
see.
more about that.
I feel like I've stepped in some shit on this one.
You really did.
You and Sir Powland.
I feel like I just need a stiff drink. This has
We
been a
don't need
nightmare.
another drunk, do we?
Well, speaking of, where has he gone? Is he not come back yet?
He like
Who?
kind of like opens the door finally, and he's carrying a barrel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, I need to do some reordering. Pirates kind of cleared me out.
We thought you were in there getting drunk yourself.
It would take a lot to get me drunk. Believe me.
There's
But-
not enough liquor to keep me drunk.
He kind of just like slightly like, kind of like picks up Marcus a little bit and like sets him aside as he like scooches past him.
My
Anyway,
screen was breaking. I kept on seeing shaking.
he pours a glass. You Gear is what you said your name was, yes?
Yes.
He like it's kind of like stops a moment to read the room. You all look like you've seen a ghost.
I mean,
In a sense, I'm becoming a living ghost.
I pointed Gear. I'll have what he's having.
Oh, and just so we're clear, call me Gear. But,
That's what I called you, isn't it?
oh yes, yes. But since I'm partying with these folk, just call me Crestless.
Ooh, can you spell that for me?
restless.
Yeah, Crestless. Crestless.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because he's not marked by one of the.
No.
Yeah,
Well-
I get it.
No, yeah, sure.
Sir Crestless, here is your drink. And here is the one for you as well, Eric. But I really need to warn you, this stuff is potent.
I gesture with the mug to Gear, Crestless, to cheers.
He just takes a drink.
Okay, I chug
It
it.
is extremely potent gear. Like,
And that's why he took a drink.
Yeah, no, I chugged it. And I go to Ramir. Oh, it's delicious. Can I have another? And I beckon to refill it.
I think you need to be careful.
Yeah, I'll tell you when I'm done.
I'm literally concerned for your actual survival and health.
We shall see about it. I'll at least have one more.
He like reluctantly pours one.
And I sip it because I'm gonna cradle this the rest of the night.
That's the only elf I've ever seen actually able to handle anything straight more than orange juice.
Gear pulls back the mug. Sure is potent.
Take another
Yeah,
sip.
that is like damn near close to fucking like
It's almost pure alcohol.
that's almost like Everclear.
That's it.
Man, this is so weak. I take another sip.
You taste it, but like yeah, the alcohol like
Yeah.
and it burns going down even though you like the alcohol itself doesn't affect you.
Mhm.
But like it still fucking burns.
Ah, delicious.
You still
I
have
forgot
that.
that you had that going on.
Yeah, guys, it's a long time. I'm keeping track. Don't you worry.
You see the tavern keeper like still looking at you like he's expecting to have to do like CPR or some shit.
Nope. Well, I mean, maybe. We'll see.
I'm looking at him and like, Eric, this drinking thing isn't new for me.
I take
This
another
is a
sip.
very, very strong drink. The hell's going on with you?
Take another sip.
He's been through some shit.
I've been through some shit here. Take another sip.
I'm going to see if I can't read his body. Is he showing any symptoms of even being tipsy?
No.
It seems like you're not feeling that alcohol at all.
No. I hope it wears off soon. Take another sip.
I hope it wears off soon.
Are you immune?
What a curse that would be.
Crustless. Or no, I mean gear. I don't know. What do you want me to call you? You want me to call you gear or crustless?
It's whatever you choose.
I'm just gonna call you gear because it's easier. Remember when I told you, and I take another sip, about fighting Chimera, and I take another sip. So part of that fight, take another sip, and then I grab the pipe of smoke monsters and I blow it, create another Anilixis. This god right here is Titan of Chaos. Yeah, I got afflicted with a curse. Take another sip. So alcohol doesn't have, take another sip, effect on me. Take another sip. Oh, it's empty.
The alcohol may not have effect. The alcohol may not have effect on you, but the way you're drinking, alcohol by definition is poison.
Yeah, I'll
may
worry
not
about that in the
feel the-
morning. That's
may-
future Eric's problem.
You may not feel
You're not-
the drunkenness,
If there is a future Eric.
That's future Eric's problem.
but the poison will wreak havoc on your body.
I was gonna say last time he
Yeah, it
pulled the
happened last
stunt,
time
he was in the
too.
bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna
It
say,
happened last time too.
He knows.
I know. That's future Eric's problem.
He experienced.
Oh.
He takes another drink.
I think I'm gonna cut this one off for the night.
He's just wasting your alcohol anyway since he's not feeling anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You should charge him double.
Hey,
I'm not.
I heard
I'm not
that.
charging you all anything.
Well, you should charge him because he's intentionally wasting good alcohol.
Hey, it tasted good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be in the back room working on a few things if anybody needs me.
Hey, Romel.
He turns and looks.
I hand him my last cigar, but it has a gold ribbon around it. On the, well, not ribbon, gold lace around it. This is my best cigar.
Then keep it for yourself and enjoy it. Believe me, I'm fine.
You sure?
You all have done so much for me here.
If you only knew.
I'm
How much
alive. And I can't ask
Repay.
for anything more.
If you only knew how much to repay. He just sits back in a huff and takes a little bit bigger drink than normal.
Okay, so. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to do for the remainder of the day?
Is this like similar
I'm
to...
gonna basically kind of fast forward this a little bit.
Okay, so
I
it's not
forget, did
Um,
we eat today? Or I
Unless
never-
that you have anything specific that you want to do in this time, do remember that you do have some notes and stuff now that you need to all start translating. Yes, you're eating like now as you're like at the tavern.
Well,
There's
I
food and
just
stuff.
didn't know if we had done that already.
Well, there's food and stuff
Yeah.
like that laid out and whatnot.
Gear
yeah.
is probably going to be looking over the notes and seeing if he can't translate them while he's drinking. He is not getting stupid. He's not getting eviscerated. He's drinking because it clears his mind. So he's in a good working order. Right
You know
now.
what else clears your mind? Not drinking.
You did only have one glass, but that was very strong alcohol. You are tipsy.
Okay. He's not going any further with that until he's ready to call it a
And like
night.
there's still alcohol in your cup.
Yeah.
But you're feeling it.
Yeah. He'll finish it off when he's ready to go to bed, but he's where he wants to be right now. He wants to be that tipsy because it's a clear mind for him. He's not burdened by his demons.
So are you all going through the notes then that you guys found, or are
I
you
am.
going to be doing? Okay.
I didn't find any notes.
They found it.
They found it.
Oh, well
Yeah,
then,
we're-
yeah. How many pages is it? We might as well help them.
Yeah.
They found a couple books, a couple notebooks, and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
Let's start running, you guys.
Elriel will also join in helping if you will allow him to look through the notes.
Yeah.
Do you,
Of course.
do we guys?
I mean,
He helped with bodyguard duty when it mattered most.
and plus,
You're-
Alevandria showed herself in front of him, so
I do have a question for the party. How long is he going to be with us? Like, is it? That's kind of like where
We
I'm
don't
at.
know.
Right. So, like, if we don't know how long he's going to be with us, do we really want all of this information going out? Like, I don't care about speaking and telling stuff, but, like, there could be information in these notes. We don't know what's in there yet that, you know, a changeling might want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't we be a little bit wary? Not with gear, obviously, but with a
But first, the
mercenary?
loudmouth that tells everything is the one worried about getting information.
I am
Yeah.
cool with telling my own stuff to people, but these are notes that we haven't translated yet. We don't have this knowledge. I didn't tell
There-
him anything about you guys.
You keep in mind of one thing. Elriel is, or has said that he is a friend of Chimera.
Yeah, but I'm so wary to even show Chimera some of this stuff until he wakes up. Because I don't even know.
you can't show him anything until he wakes up.
From a
No, I know,
mechanic
but I don't even know,
standpoint,
like-
mercenaries will follow along on your caravan so long as you allow them to, or send them on a mission to do something else.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So they're always still technically part of the party. Like, he's not going to go off on his own and do his own thing, and we're never going to see him again.
Well, if there is a specific mission that he decides to do on his own, you know, if there's a story beat that happens where he goes off to do something specific
Mhm.
because, you know, something happens, that's different. But he is up to this point with or part of the party. That's kind of what I was talking like and hinting to Lochnadah of recruiting people into the Order of Calphenix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then if that's the case, yeah, if you guys want to, that's cool. I just don't. I'm cool with sharing my own stuff. I just don't like sharing your guys' stuff. Because it's not
Now,
my
you
place.
didn't specifically recruit him to the Order of Calphenix yet, but
If he's
I-
planning on it, that's cool.
he's mentioned that he's willing to join the party and help because he wants to figure out what happened with the Order of Phantoms.
Because the Order of Phantoms isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. I used to work with them too.
I worked with all of them, so
Yeah, I only worked with the Order of Phantoms, and I think one other one only, like, very seldomly, just because of the roots.
I'm a celebrity.
Yes, you
Not
are.
a good one, but a celebrity nonetheless.
Hey, Elreal
I'm
knew.
infamous.
That's
I'm
pretty cool.
infamous.
Anyway, so are you including him in it or not?
Yeah, I mean, if the party wants to, I'm cool with it. I just misunderstood.
If that's the case, I need each of you to roll a 1d10.
Okay.
That is, oh my goodness, that's a 1.
I got a 5.
I got a 5.
Here. Here.
Brew. You muted?
I might have stepped away.
Here's Sage.
Yeah. Sorry, wife said something was burning, had to go check on it.
Roll a d10.
The books and the notes. Weren't you paying
Yeah.
attention?
Roll a d10.
I roll a d10. Can't get much better than a 9.
Okay. So, as you guys spend a few hours sifting through all these notes and stuff like that, you see constant mentions and stuff like that of him serving. You hear he references something quite often. Give me a second. I gotta pull my notes up. Okay. You see something that He's referencing a cult by the name of the Imperial. I'm sorry, the Ephemeral. The cult of the Ephemeral. That's EPHEMERAL.
I look to Marcus. Does that ring a bell?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
But Marcus, you find in your notes something that is referencing again the ephemeral. They appear to be worshippers, a modern cult of those who are looking to reinstate what has been once again. And that is where you see the words, the Life Weaver.
Interesting. Did he not say something about a life weaver?
He did. Yeah, that's where I made the
Eric,
connection. Yes.
in your notes, you're finding maps and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And in one of the ones in particular, you see Lasharva itself and a circle
Wait.
where
wanna-
you found the Temple of the Shattered.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do something, but I don't have to now.
And
Ah.
next to the word, next to it, the circle, you see the word heart.
Heart?
Yes, heart.
It. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Elriel is going through the notes and he has a very confused expression on his face. Are you all familiar with something referred to as the... No, that's a name. Zithram.
I
I'd start
am.
choking.
Damn.
Did you find mention of him?
I did. They're trying to revive him.
No, nothing new there.
Wait, what's Elzreal's reaction to him saying that?
He's just kind of looking like, what?
Oh, that's part of what we're trying to deal with.
I love how you said that. Oh, nothing new here.
Wait,
If you want the expression, this is basically the expression in
Yeah.
general.
Oh,
Oh
oh.
Is it the monkey face? Hold on.
no,
No, it's the cat.
it's the cat.
and
That's so
and Gear would know Zithram, or would he not know Zithram's name?
You would not.
Who? Okay, and then it's gotta be asked by.
We're the only three that know. Well,
Who?
we don't really know, but we kind of know of his existence.
Are we alone right now in the tavern, or what's going on exactly?
Yes, you guys are
Yeah, it's
alone in
just
the
us.
tavern.
Who's Zithram?
Like I said, this is a conversation when the walls don't have ears.
The walls also have eyes.
Exactly.
And a nose.
Well, then these notes are extremely dangerous. Because this is directions for a ritual.
And we shouldn't be having it out in the open. One would think.
Did anyone grab Granny Apple's gear? She had a handy haversack which could store that away.
Would you like me to say what you found or hold it?
Let's hold it for now until we get to somewhere safer.
Okay. He has a very concerned look on his face as he's glancing back down at the notes.
I
I
look
mean,
at him.
If you want, we
Is
can
it-
look at it, but we should not mention it out loud.
Is it time sensitive stuff?
I have no idea. He hands it he's holding his hand out with his finger on a particular line within the pages that he found towards Marcus.
What is-
Just grab
okay,
a
I'll
Marcus and
read
read it.
You see him pointing out like he mentioned, this is directions to a ritual. You recognize the glyph. It was the glyphs used in the murders.
Well, that would explain the glyphs.
Along the directions of it, it is a ritual for binding souls.
That evil bastard.
Oh God.
We need to notify the other two titans. They're
You
the only
see
ones that the souls have
also,
been bound.
you see also the significance of hands, of why he was cutting off the hands. It was a sacrifice to the one of many arms.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Their soul bound to the devourer to increase his power.
So the devourer
Interesting.
has itself. How many bodies do we find again?
One for every titan.
No, yeah, I know, but some of them we protected. So like, how
6.
many into 6? Okay,
Six.
so there's
Five.
Five.
You found 5. Sorry.
Okay.
Because you saved the Tavern Keeper.
right. So and there are how many titans again?
A lot.
Technically 7.
Okay, so technically 7. So that means there's 2 more potential bindings that could occur that would go to the devourer. So we stopped it 75% of the way there. That's good and bad.
You found in your notes, by the way, a ledger. It has names.
And who found that?
Locked it up.
Locked
Me.
it
No
up.
dog.
Locked it up. Okay.
One name in particular interests you, not because of the name so much, but more because of the title.
You want to say it out loud? You want to type it to me?
It's the Archmage. And the ledger you're reading appears to be members of the cult.
Well, I just found our next objective.
And that is
I got a ledger full of names of everybody in the cult.
and what's
And
our
what did you know it? The Archmage is a part of it.
I thought we already figured that much.
Yeah. You're not saying to go to the Archmage, right, Locknada?
If this
Everybody
is the
in
case,
this everybody in this ledger is dangerous and needs to be taken care of. We cannot have any screw ups. We cannot let Zithram come back. From what I've heard.
I mean, I'm with you there. We can't. We definitely learned that. But we avoided the Archmage for a reason.
What is
I
this
don't
when you
think
speak
going
of?
to the Archmage is the right plan. He's the guy
No,
that
I never-
was
Elrio is like holding up a hand. Who's the Archmage?
the
Yeah, I
He-
second that.
the Archmage
Sent
is
us
the
on
Archmage
a
is the
mission. Oh God.
no go. You'll be able to
Okay.
explain it better anyway.
He sent us on a mission to collect a certain box that you were trying to intercept. Inside was a most unholy relic. It could
I thought
bring
you were
about.
going to hold off on this conversation.
We
All
can't
I'm
really-
gonna say is it was an unholy relic. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
what was in it. But let's
Do you
just say
see
that
Elrio
he-
starting to connect the dots? Oh,
let's just say that it's best kept out of the hands of mortals and those who would do
no,
foolish things.
no,
with it.
no, no. He's moving around the papers and stuff like that. I'm assuming you guys kind of shared some of the things that you found, like by showing it in the papers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He points
don't
to
know.
he points to the map. Heart.
That's all you need to see on that.
They're putting him back together. That's why. That's what Lashava is doing. That's what this is.
Yes.
The
Yes,
Ephemeral
Elro.
must have infiltrated the city's officials. Perhaps even the king himself might even be a member. He's not in these ledgers from what I can see, but this is serious.
I look at
Just
Elreal. Not to stop you there, Elreal, but we know this stuff already.
Ariel, it's worse than you think it is.
Yes, exactly.
This is only the part in Lasharva that we're dealing with. You gotta think about the rest of the world we gotta deal with too.
not to
There
mention
are
it. I'm sorry.
If perhaps I'm not making myself clear. The most powerful military force in the world has been infiltrated by some cult worshipping dead gods. And they're
yes.
trying to... He's just
Elreal.
kind of looking at you like,
I just like look at Elreal like Elreal. I understand this is very overwhelming. You kind of learned a lot of stuff all at once. We've been piecing this together for a while. I need you to calm down a bit. You're with us now. You have the Titans behind you. It's gonna be all right. All in due
Probably.
time.
But think about it. If the cults infiltrated Lasharva, where else could they have infiltrated too? They could have infiltrated the trade lords. They could have infiltrated the brass serpent.
they've most definitely infiltrated the Order of Phantoms.
Yep.
Everything makes sense now.
Could they have also infiltrated the ones that we call Titans? And this
No.
party not itself?
To a point.
The answer everybody's going to say is no.
No.
But
no,
can we
Gear.
really trust that anymore?
No, Gear. I wouldn't say no with what we know.
So this party has been.
Everybody's got their hands in something. We're just as I told you back, like we're taking it as we go. We're learning more and more.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. Is this party been infected with the same ideologies that these heathens have? Is there not a member in our party? The answer's going to come back no. Guaranteed. Because an infiltrator is depicted to say no. So until I know otherwise, personally, I wish
Do you
not
think
to share
somebody
much
within
information.
this party here is a member
We
of
have-
the cult of the Imperial?
Let's not forget that one of the Titans has the ability to read minds. If any of us was a traitor, they would have been dealt with swiftly.
I would like to do something, if I may.
Not at all. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
I roll back the sleeves on both my arms, and I show him both of my markings.
Here, on one arm, you see what almost appears as twisting vines that have a faint green glow to them. At the end of that, towards his hand, you see a mark. You're not really familiar with this mark, but there's definitely this mark is definitely something significant. On the other hand, you see what appears as red bands that also glow.
Ray-Bans?
Yeah, Ray-Bans.
I was very clear to enunciate that.
It's okay. No, you were good. So as I show him both, I say, I reference the one with the vines. This is the mark of Okaris, the Titan. And then I gesture to the hand mark. This was where I was marked by Kurama, my lineage.
That was actually the same. It's part
It's
of
the same hand, yeah. But I show the hand
That,
because like
the
showing-
end of that mark is the actual symbol of Okaris.
Okay, so
Okay.
then
Okay.
and then my other arm is the red. And I say this is the mark of Nolixus. I'm playing both sides, but I am not part of this cult. I am here trying to end what they're doing. And my party
Maybe
members have been working to end what they're doing.
everybody has their own selfish needs and wants. I know I did, up until I blew up Bellest. Gods are no different from what I can see. Titans, I don't
That's a bit
know.
of that's a bit of bold words coming from somebody who was just at the end of Elevandria's sword not too long ago.
Understandably, but the fact that I'm alive just proves it.
Gear, I don't fully know what the Titans want. I've addressed this with the party previously, and I'll share it with you. When it comes to the Titans, and from what we've learned, they do have their own reasons for doing what they're doing. This cult has their own reasons for doing what they're doing. The Shattereds, which are Zithram, Lixus, the individuals we're trying to stop, they have their own reasons for doing what they're doing. My goal is trying to end the war. This party's goal is to try to prevent what the cult is doing from happening.
I'm
So-
going to be helping out the party regardless. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, who can we really trust? You say there is a god who can read minds. Can we trust that god? Alevandria, a titan of judgment, because she cast it down on me. I'm burdened to forcibly trust her, but can I trust any of the others? I know if I've pissed her off, I've probably pissed in everybody's champagne glass. But in all reality, if the ideologies of this cult has reached into La Sharva, obviously, is it not possible it's in the back of the head of our titans? In the back of the head of our party? In the back of the head of everybody who we meet? Because ideals spread like wildflies.
Here, I understand your paranoia. I battle with it myself and my own anxieties. I'm not asking you to trust the Titans. I'm not asking you to trust things that you might not fully comprehend at this time. All I'm asking you is to trust the party and trust me.
I'm not talking on that. I'm not paranoid by any means. I've got my demons. I shared them. I'm talking about the problem we have in hand.
You see a small fox jump up on the table, Gear.
Drama.
I pick up my drink like, no.
It just gives you a look like, shut the hell up and listen.
Wait, this
You
is the
can
first time he's
tell-
going to experience this, right?
You can tell that this fox is different because it opens its mouth and begins speaking to you.
I'm going to be a bit startled.
And yes, Eric, it's speaking, not telepathically.
Not telepathically. Okay. Wow. Wait, that's new.
As you look closer at this fox, by the way, you can tell that it's very, very different than a normal fox. You've never seen anything like it. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the model.
Yeah, please put it on the table.
You've been drinking too much again. You act like the fox talks.
Talking to me?
No, me.
Oh, because I'm like, alcohol doesn't affect me. Yay!
I'm just making fun of the.
It's so cool.
It is paranoia. That you would begin to distrust the Titans themselves. The Titans have dedicated their entire existence to fighting the Shattered. For this to be revealed that there is such a thing of mortals that are trying to revive the Shattered has nothing to do with the Titans. It is an abomination of everything that we've held dear. Every value that we have held, and the thing that I gave my life for. The Titans can be trusted.
I don't mean to step on anybody's toes. But it
I
is
thought
the
you were gonna say their
reality
tail.
that we also need to become aware might be a possibility. I don't mean to disrespect them.
You
Trust me.
misunderstand me. There is no possibility of the Titans becoming allied with the Shattered. Why would they turn against the very thing that they fought so terribly against and made the sacrifices that they did?
The only thing I can say to answer that, power.
They
Power
have
corrupts
power.
even
They
the best
have
of
They
us.
have
power.
ultimate power.
The Shattered wanted to take that away. They don't want it to be disseminated as the Titans have made it. There was once only 3. They held the power and they warred against each other, trying to unify that into one. There is no place for allies within the plans of the Shattered. They only seek power for themselves.
I understand what you are saying. I don't impose anything. But what we've uncovered and what they have uncovered that have yet to be said, to a naked mind, that question needs to be asked. It's not one out of disrespect. It's not one
It is
out
a
of
question asked and a
illogical.
question answered, though.
Answered by one's trust and faith. I do
No.
not know you.
Answered by one who sits within the eternal dream, one of the first planted within it. One who has existed for thousands of years, almost as long as the Titans themselves, well, almost as long as the Titans have held their reign.
And you mentioned faith. What is faith but belief in the unknown without proof, without guarantee?
Faith is also backed by ideologies.
Then what's the point? If it's just ideology, then what's the point of it all?
That's all what faith is.
But this is beyond faith, Gear. This is the preservation of the cycle.
I know not of the cycle. I know not of who you are.
It doesn't matter if you know of it. It exists. It is what is the very foundation. This is not the first life you have your life essence has lived. It may be the first of your memory and the first of your soul, but there's so much more than you can possibly understand.
That's intriguing. Something I don't understand.
What you are questioning is the ones who guard that, to make sure that when your time ends, that your life ends, that you join me within the eternal dream, and the others within the eternal dream.
Then let
The
me ask.
catalysts that have lived before you.
Then let me ask you this. It sounds like you may or may not have been a Titan or not been as powerful as
No.
a Titan or stronger than a Titan. Is there not something in the back of your head that would tempt you to do something unjust? That is what I'm questioning.
What do you define as unjust? You mean burning down the entirety of the eternal dream, breaking the entire cycle, ending everything that we know.
What I find unjust is I should be dead by all accounts. All accounts.
And
I'm not. Judgment was cast upon me.
by the grace of Olivandria.
And that judgment is what I would identify as one singular. Not the judgment of a council, but a judgment of one singular.
She is the Arc-Titan.
Yes.
It would have been the judgment of 2, but that is the mission, to find the second, to restore the cycle. Not to mention, we could, if you would like, try and see if the rest of the Titans agree with your judgment or not.
I already know they wouldn't. I wiped an entire civilization, well, city off. Well, it still stands, but it's technically dead. You tell me. This cycle, I'm going to assume it's living, death, and after death, and birth. I'm assuming. There shouldn't be any reason why my soul should be reborn after this. That's what
And
I'm
yet-
fighting for.
And yet, by her grace, she has often offered that.
Mm.
But that is the thing, no matter how vile the soul, that is not the character of that soul. They are cleansed.
But the fact that it was made singularly and out of rage,
It does not
that
matter.
that
It
matters.
is not
because-
your soul that is corrupt. It is your actions and the chaos that exists within you.
I'm not meaning to sound like I'm arguing. I don't even know what to refer you as. I'm asking the question. That is all I am doing.
When a person becomes evil, a mortal, it is chaos that enters their soul. The soul itself is not evil.
Okay, let me ask you this. Up until I witnessed the explosion on Ballast, I thought I was doing good.
You thought, but you are wrong.
And that's just it. What defines wrong versus right? What defines trust versus untrust? What defines the
The
fact
law
that
of the Titans and the law of the cycle. But when you die, and if you died, to Olivandria's blade, your soul would have been taken, and during the blood moon, and until the next full moon, your soul would be cleansed within the pool. Once it was cleansed, it would be then taken to the eternal dream, where you would be planted, and your soul and your knowledge and your wisdom would be added to the forest.
as we have already discussed, certain wisdoms, certain things learned, certain things that apparently can be taught, are not. Knowledge is one fickle thing. I can apparently make a bomb that blows up an entire city.
Knowledge is knowledge. It is neither evil or good.
Knowledge is power. Power is corruptible. That is the definitive answer. It
It is corruptible
corruptible.
if it has an agenda. The
And you're-
forest does not have its own will.
And you're telling me that the gods and titans don't have their own personalized
That
agendas?
isn't what I said.
It's what you're implying, though.
Here, all I'll say is the reality that you grew up and was born in, it's not always going to be the same reality that you think it is now.
And I get that.
The
Well, I'm
will of the
just-
forest is separate from the will of the Titans. The eternal dream does not have a will. It is a force of nature. It cannot be corrupted unless an agenda is placed upon it.
But the talk of the titans.
Okaris does not control the eternal dream.
No.
He is a guardian of it. He does not bend it to his will.
But he has all opportunity, doesn't he?
No.
No.
Maybe this conversation has gone off wheel. Titans, they're individuals, are they not? Yay or nay?
In a loose sense, yes.
All right, then in a loose sense, individuals have their own minds, yay or nay?
And that is what the cycle is.
No,
You misunderstand.
I know. I answer the question. Do they have their own minds? Do they think for themselves?
Yes.
Okay, so you're telling me that there is no doubt, no absolute reason why they wouldn't act for themselves?
It has already happened. That is what the shadowed are.
So you're going to say that it may not already be happening again?
Do you think the Titans have not fallen into chaos?
But chaos isn't necessarily the only thing that corrupts.
Actually, it is exactly everything that corrupts.
Yeah.
That is exactly
this
what I was
world,
just
yeah.
saying.
So
The chaos is
one can be doing good up until good is apparently not it.
No,
correct.
chaotic good
But
and chaotic
do-
evil exist.
But
Good and evil do exist, but it is the chaos that lives within the soul that causes it. The soul
You-
itself is not evil. Chaos in itself isn't necessarily evil, it's just the antithesis of order.
Anti-order.
you know where I stand. I understand your argument, and I wish I could believe you. But as
If
an
you cannot trust,
artificer, it is
trust
my
the
question.
Titans,
It is my
then
job to question everything. It is how I learn.
but you're not seeking to learn. You're
I
seeking to
have to
disprove.
change. I have to change my outlook now because I can no longer do what I once did. I experiment. I can no longer experiment anymore.
You're
So
not
I'm
looking for the wisdom in my words, though. You're looking for the faults in my words, the things that I don't know.
no. I am not. When I talk to you, I look for both wisdom and faults.
Then you should trust me when I say to you that the Titans are not corrupted.
But you're just
If they had become corrupted, you would know.
do they have like a physical defect if they become corrupted?
No, but what they end up doing will prove that. They haven't
So
proved.
Yeah.
They haven't proved in any way that they're
As you had
disloyal
mentioned
to
that
yet.
knowledge,
So it's fate.
as you had mentioned that knowledge and wisdom is power. Yes,
Yes.
the Titans are powerful beyond imaginable,
So they're
beyond all
evil.
imagination.
So the evil that they may possess may not be identified
If
as evil
they're
to us
evil,
because we're unable to comprehend it.
if they fell into the chaos, you would see the very fabric of this world begin to undo itself, as you are seeing with the shadow blight. That is a manifestation of the shadow that has fallen. And we had long believed that it was that Argrius did fall into the chaos. Only recently we are finding out that it was not his actions, but rather that he was taken control of. And you see that the chaos that had caused. Do you not?
I seen what the Shadow Blight caused. I
And
seen the
if you think
devastation.
that, say, Tempestra were to fall, you would see storms brewing across the entire world, hurricanes ravaging the entire land where hurricanes had never been seen before,
But
sea lines.
that's just it. You said you yourself you just said that they are beyond comprehension, I should say. That alcohol is starting to take a little effect. I do apologize. But the baseline of everything is it's incomprehensible to us. I'm assuming to
If
a certain degree,
Volcanus,
even you.
if Volcanus had fallen from favor,
I'm not saying they're
fallen
falling.
away from their power,
I'm not
fallen
saying
into madness and chaos,
I
this
am.
flame here next to me would not be controlled.
I'm
It would
not
seek
saying
and
they have.
hunger and devour the same way that the devourer and Elixis do.
I've not once hinted that they had fallen. I'm not saying they are fallen. I'm saying there might be a possibility that they may be having thoughts to possibly go do something of which that we may not or may find justified. I am saying that the trust that we have as mortals with gods being able to peer into our minds at any whim. Can we really trust what we say to ourselves at that point? Are we able to even trust what the gods say to us and being able to understand that? Are we able to trust anything except what we know as our reality, the physical manifestation, not the mental? That is what I'm saying. That is the question I am asking.
You see Karama's form just flickering.
No, Kurama, don't flicker.
No, not like that. Just
Oh,
like
okay.
he's making it very clear to you right now that the word physical form is extremely malleable. He isn't physical.
But and seeing that he is trying to make that, I put my hand on the table. I make a slap noise with it. This is physical. Not
Is it?
What makes it so? How do you know it is physical?
as an artificer. It is my profession.
Artificer. Yeah.
It is my profession to deal with scientifics, if you will.
Oh,
The study of things.
You see a smile come from Karama.
doesn't know. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, science. My favorite subject.
Not necessarily science, but it is my job to study things, to learn from things. That is the definition of my occupation. Would you not say so?
Oh, a scientist.
You're coming off of Karama, and you see like branches and like twigs beginning to actually grow off of the table itself,
Lit.
as though the wood itself is coming alive again. Tell me, what does your science say about that?
I'm saying my science says that there is magic being influenced here to make something dead be living. We've seen it with a lot of different things. I have experimented with such things myself. That is what my science
Oh.
tells me.
So you can do this then, yes?
No,
Oh,
I cannot. But it is magic nonetheless.
it is. But you don't
So-
understand, that is the fabric of the entire world. There is no
Yes,
physical or material or any of the other bit. That is a manifestation of the dream. A creation of the Titans. Their magic to make it whole and what you perceive as material.
So you're saying if I plant a seed, that seed is magically influenced?
Absolutely. Everything is.
Haven't you ever wondered why some seeds grow and others do not?
Why do you think that you can why everything can be changed? Why magic works the way that it does? If magic
Because-
didn't exist in something, then magic couldn't affect it.
That is what you are failing to. Maybe I'm doing a poor job at explaining it. An artificer, or yeah, the word that I cannot say as player.
Artificer.
Yeah, artificer.
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 As an artificer, would that work if you just did
Yeah,
it that way?
artificer. Fuck, artificer. As an artificer, it is my job to question everything, to learn from anything. What do you not say?
Weren't you the one that said that knowledge corrupts?
We crave
corrupted.
knowledge, not because it corrupts, because of the stuff we can do with it. I was able to make a shadow blight bomb. There are people like me who are able to make mech suits that run off from batteries that are not mechanical, that are ran by gears and engines. Now, obviously, that's what I was looking at when I forebodingly looked at the armory your friend left.
And?
It is my job to understand, so that way I'm able to do things that I can do. So is it not my job to understand and question even the fabric of reality, as you put it?
Actually, as far as I'm concerned, and from what you've been told, your job is to accompany the Heralds of the Titans.
And be our backbone.
As an artificer?
As an artificer, I don't really care much about that. That is a man-made construct. Mortal-made, rather.
Regardless of what it is or what it's not, it is my occupation. It is something that I've spent my entire life
It is
honing.
what you chose to do, yes.
Yes.
Your
So,
calling as a mortal. But it
yes,
isn't the calling that the Titans had for you.
there are
As
more than one
evidenced
calling.
by the fact that you're standing here with us.
There is more than one calling one can have.
Sure. Of course. He's a cleric. That one likes to shoot arrows.
So
That one
my
likes to stab
callings,
people. That
That
one
one
likes
likes
to
to drink.
investigate dead bodies.
I can see you're making a mockery of things.
I'm simplifying them in their very base form.
No, you are simplifying them to make a mockery of one who studies the sciences behind the things that exist because apparent magics influence them at every bend of time. It is my job to do what I do, and what I do is question everything so I can learn everything that I can possibly store in this albeit small mind
And so
that
you
is
become corrupt with
mortal.
knowledge.
He just kind of looks over at Eric. He's going to have a really fun time when we go to the forest, isn't he?
Yeah, Chroma, I think so. But I wish you didn't say that. I mean, I didn't want to tell them yet.
I
have-
didn't mean the dream, I meant...
Oh, okay.
Wait, we're going to the dream too, and a place called the forest. Oh wait, I don't get the privy to really do much other
Everybody-
than
well,
beat your
everybody
guys'
here will-
lapdogs.
Everybody will here eventually go to the Eternal Dream, but I don't think there's any...
Y'all make it sound like it's something that we
It
have
is
to
not a
do
place for
while
mortal...
we're living,
It is not...
though.
No. It is not a place for mortals.
In time,
Don't
Gear.
believe-
In time.
I don't believe that anybody here is going to the Eternal Dream.
Let me make this concise and clear. It is my background that is making me question everything. It is not something that one being, and I understand, and I don't mean dissolute to you. So please don't take it as such. But if I'm not questioning anything, I'm no longer an artificer. And I become useless to even my own skills.
Or perhaps you fulfill what Olivandria was trying to hint at, of choosing a new destiny.
The new destiny is no longer experimenting on things, so I mean, it's kind of what I'm doing.
Right. So questioning everything. Isn't that what
Question-
experimentation is?
No, experimentation is the ideology of being able to develop the knowledge to do things you want to do. Experimentation is that knowledge taking fruit in a physical form on a subject and being able to.
How do you get to that point?
And
Wait,
how do you
I'm
get
confused.
to that
Gear, how
point
come you can't
exactly?
experiment anymore?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I that's why I'm asking.
That's something that I wish not to discuss. As
Because of Alevandria.
By the way, it's not that you
Oh.
can't experiment, it's...
it's how he perceives it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why. It's literally just how he perceives
Sorry,
it.
I wasn't here for Olivandria.
Olivandria herself is only attempting to set right.
My life is no equal to another life in Belast.
She
last.
perceives within you a form of chaos itself, as exists in every single person. The thing that you call evil.
I don't call it evil. I call it an unjust mind.
She just
Definitely
gives you
not
a...
evil.
He just gives you a look like... Whatever you want to call it. Evil, unjust... Whatever. It's
Chaos.
the same thing. It is chaos.
It is not that. At the physical foundation, what makes good and evil is an opinion forced onto others by a political standpoint and or the influence of others,
Or by the law of Olivandria.
which is influenced by others.
Wait, you wouldn't consider chaos another entity influencing something?
Oh, it definitely is.
Okay.
It definitely is. I'm saying we are only influenced to believe in what we believe because we were influenced to believe in it in the first place.
True.
Be that as it may, it is the order of which this world was built upon, the very fabric and foundation of it.
And how
So
many
you
titans?
can,
How many titans has this world seen come and go? That's another question I wish to have answered.
You'll have answered, actually. We have that information, but not
We have
here.
something
Yeah, we have some
of
of
that
that information. Just we can't
actually,
say
we
it here.
don't really,
We
we
don't
don't
know
actually
fully.
know that.
You do
But
though, because you said you were before the titans in some
No.
essence.
I said that I was one of the first. I am not a titan. I was champions, the same as these adventurers are now.
You're a champion. I'm sorry,
Was.
that word don't mean much to me. I don't even know what your guys' crucibles are, other than
I
Kurama,
was
should
one
we
of the
start?
heralds of the titans.
Should we start a bloodline thing now?
so I am talking to.
He's looking at you. What do you mean?
Like, Kurama, do we really need to go that far into my great grandpa and all that stuff right now? I don't think it's gear.
I'm
All
not
in
even
time.
mentioning any
All in
of
time.
that. I'm just identifying who I am.
I know.
So you're telling me I'm just talking to a champion of the, at least from
I was
our
the first
standpoint.
I was the first champion of Okaris and one of the first heralds of the Titans. It was our duty to bring peace and prosperity among the world.
And I get exactly where you're coming from now.
It is what their duty is now.
But doesn't things change?
No, the Titans that are currently in power were still those Titans.
Their
No.
law is still
don't-
in place.
Yes, their law. Yes. But is it too brash to surmise that things, in a sense, evolve? I mean, that's how knowledge is formed. You take a seed, you throw it into someone's head, it becomes thought. The thought becomes reality by acting upon it, and then that thought becomes another seed and influences someone in a different way. But
That's the thing.
that thought
If you
and that
act-
seed can change in one's mind when it's already established there too. That is what I'm asking. It's an easy, simplistic thing. How can we justify who we can and cannot trust? From the titans of themselves to the newest baby born, to the dead to the undead.
Well, here's
I
the
don't
simple
mean
answer to that.
to
You can
disregard
question
you.
the Titans all you wish. You can defy their power and believe that they aren't,
I'm
and
not defying
distrust them.
anything. I'm
the end is
asking
the
a
same.
question.
One day you will die, and on that day you will see a raven. And that raven will come and collect your body, and separate your soul into two pieces. One piece will go, and actually both pieces will be cleansed within the pool, as I had mentioned. One piece then will go into the eternal dream where it will be planted. And the wisdom and knowledge and everything else that you have developed over the course of your life will grow there. And you will dream eternally, hence the name. The other piece will return to Alevandria, devoid of your actions and your experiences and knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained, your sheer life force. And that will be brought and given to another person, that they may be given life, and may, in their own, experience and know, until it is their time as well. That is the cycle.
But the thing is, I don't know anything about gods or titans. I'll be the first to admit that.
Well, good thing you
I
have
was
a couple people here who know,
I
in
was
fact,
I was a
a
slave
cleric of the
to
cycle.
I was a slave to my sciences, as what you call them sciences. I call them my studies. But regardless, I was a slave to them, and I still am. But I'm no longer going to be doing experiments, but I will gather the knowledge. Doesn't mean I'm going to act on it.
And that doesn't make you corrupt, unless you use that knowledge to do things
I'm
that
not worried
harm the
about
cycle.
becoming corrupt myself. If I die by Olivandria's hands, that is her decision. There's a beginning and an end to everything. We can agree on such a simplistic thing.
That is the cycle, yes. It is the only thing that does not have a beginning and or an end.
But it began. It'll just never end. My question is, to everything. And he looks kind of around the room, reading everybody's faces, kind of seeing if he's fucking crazy at this point.
He sounded.
The Titans began, so who was before them? Who put the
Shattered.
ideology into the Titans which stand here?
It was the Shattered first, then Titans. All
I don't know
information we have for
anything.
you.
But that's what I am asking. I'm asking to trust in anything and everything, or what to be trusted and what can't be trusted.
Sure.
I am so sorry that it makes me seem like I'm the batshit crazy one here.
Well,
But
no.
It's just because you
You-
don't know yet. That's all. You're going to.
I doubt I'll ever
don't
be able to
know,
trust
but-
anybody because I apparently couldn't trust myself with the bomb I planted because I was influenced. Influence in itself is what is worth questioning. It's what I am able to now provide my trust into. Yes, one can have the influence to do good, but does bad. On accident, even. That's what I did, even though I was a shite of a man before me.
I show him my arm. Yeah, I've made mistakes too. And it's an Alexis one.
Brahma's
maybe
giving you
it's-
that look like, yeah.
Yeah, I've made plenty of mistakes.
Or maybe it's the alcohol talking in me, but I'm going to make my own decisions on who I can and can't trust, and I guess I can only voice them to myself. If I have questions, yeah, I'll ask. But it
It's
is a
just one
judgment
of those
upon
things,
others
but
that
if
I
you
have to
can't
make
trust anybody, then what is the point?
Yeah, what's the point of being part of the
What
party?
do you fight for?
The point is to have my life right now.
But
But
you
why?
have your life.
Because I find my life worth living. Not because of the
But
knowledge,
if you can't
because
trust anything, but why? Then why? Why not just
for the
bow
fun.
to Olivandria's sword and let it take you, so that way your life can be put into
Gear sets
something
down
that'll
his-
actually accomplish something?
Gear sets down his cup, looks directly into it, gets a big old maniacal grin for the fun of thing.
You might like Nelixis. Oh no. I'm terrified right now.
Locked in the Times just shakes his head like, yeah, this guy's batshit crazy. He just goes upstairs.
Wait. I go
You're
next to
telling me he's
Nocta.
nuttier than squirrel shit?
Wait, I go back to Nocta. Yo, you thought I was bad.
Brahma's ear is like twitching a little bit. I give up. He's hopeless.
Oh. And then I go to pick up Karama and then make my way back to Nocta to go up to bed.
He continues to look down at the notes and takes another drink.
Just saying out of character, this is going to be great. Now we have 2. I'm so happy right
We
now.
have
Ariel,
We
by
have-
the way, was just completely ignoring that entire
Oh, I bet.
conversation. You see him just like kind of like he has like his own like writing utensil out, and you see him making a whole bunch of notes and stuff like that, and measuring different things.
He's
like
Gear's
I was-
doing that as well right now too.
I was trying to tell you your reality is not the same reality that you're living in, and then going upstairs, but you never gave me the chance to. So I'm like, damn, I'm kind of just stuck here now.
No. Gear did nod at you at that. But Gear was also, I guess, entranced by a talking fox.
No, you're imagining shit. Like you had too much to
I
drink.
mean, he's drinking a very, very stout drink. It's possible.
It's just cool
So
that
now what's
Karam was
gonna
actually
happen is in the
talking.
morning everyone's gonna pretend like it never happened and make you think you're crazy.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna remember it.
No, I'm saying we're all gonna just pretend like the fox never talked to fuck with them.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted at one point. I wanted to say, who are you talking to?
Now, my question is, this is how I see an artificer being played. Am I playing it wrong?
No,
I mean,
you
no.
just
I
lack
mean,
knowledge. That's
you play how
literally
you
it.
play. There's no
I'm-
wrong way to play it. Like how you
Yeah.
want to play your characters, how you play it.
Like
How
I
you
think
want to
you're.
play it is how you want to play it. I'm not insulting you. I'm just
Yeah,
playing
none of us
like
are trying to at all.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
I
we're
know
good with
that.
it.
This
just-
is me. That's
the
fine.
thing is that you're going to rub Kurama the wrong way because he's like
he's a champion of the. He was one of the first champions. I get that.
You can
There's
learn more
probably
about him.
no
There's
one-
more
yeah.
to that. It's just the thing is like
There's
we
a
can't
lot
say
more.
all of this stuff in this tavern right now. Like we just can't. It's too much information that we want to give you. We just can't.
I am
What do
gonna
you mean by
start like
wanna?
I am gonna start like wrapping this up a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit. But
Yeah, I gotta go
Elreal
and
will-
cook here soon.
Elreal will actually like walk up to Marcus. Do you need me to hunt something for you?
I'm fine.
He gives a
Oh.
look at you, tilts his head slightly. You certain?
I have wine that helps hold the curse at bay. I'll be fine.
Very well. If you need me.
If that's why I rely on others too much when it comes time to get my own medicine, I might have issues. No offense.
Would Gear be hearing this?
No, you would
No,
not have
it's like
heard
a
that.
side
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You would have heard maybe the "if you need me" as he walked away. He goes back to his notes and again is like skimming through all of the things that were recovered from the fire.
And I go over his notes. I let him go over my notes. We take turns. We write down our notes together. That's how I see that playing out.
Yep.
I'm in bed with Locknada.
You are not in bed. With
Well,
me.
we're in separate. We're in separate cots, but we're both sleeping.
I actually tried to get into the bed. You get kicked off the bed
I
multiple
wouldn't get.
times.
No, I would. I didn't mean it like that. I got
You
Kurama.
want-
I have a snuggle buddy.
He's kind of glancing over you a little bit though, Gear. You're not Fae. You do need to get some sleep. The party's going to need your strength tomorrow.
Well, I'll sleep. Just when my mind decides it's time.
Would you like some help with that?
You can do that.
Nah.
You certain?
Sure.
These notes need gone over by at least 2 sets of eyes.
Well, I have one over here who's probably not going to get a wink of sleep either.
Look on me.
Yeah, he was looking over at you.
Marcus.
I need to get some rest. That incident with the fire has left me feeling tired.
I know what... The trance. Both of us are the same.
Yes, but I still feel somewhat drained.
You heard the talk that I had with that thing.
I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Oh. Well, don't take offense to it,
It's not really my place.
but I would like to stay awake and go over these notes myself with my eyes.
Did he just call Kurama a thing?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you did.
I'm offended.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Shit.
Yeah,
He kind of like puts a hand on the table. You need to get sleep and come at this with a clearer mind.
You mean a paw?
The alcohol.
He doesn't have a paw.
clears-
Kurama?
No, this is Elreal talking.
Oh, this is Elreal. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Rama's upstairs with you.
Oh,
Elreal.
okay.
Here's you.
He's calling you an idiot in his mind.
From my
Elio.
experience and everything that I've ever dealt with, and all of the empty glasses that I've stared down, it isn't clearing minds. It's trying to hide from demons.
But hiding from the demons do clear the mind. And trust me, I'm not drunk.
It is. It's a drug.
It is definitely a poison.
It works the first time. It works the second time. Maybe the third time.
Your logic being as found as it may. If I don't drink myself stupid, and I'm sure you can relate to some extent, the dreams are not restful.
There are those that can help with that.
And I don't deserve such help.
But Alevandria thinks you do.
That's something I've yet to figure out. I don't see why.
You're
And
alive.
the judgment that she made to keep me alive is one I will not understand until I probably die.
And shouldn't that be enough?
If I was a normal man, I would say yes. But I'm not normal.
Just
What
speaking
archetype
from
are-
experience.
Is it?
At the bottom of that glass, what you're going to find is an empty alley with you laying butt-ass naked in it, robbed of every good that you had, of every good memory you ever had, of every personal relationship you ever had.
Ah. Well, that's why I never let the cup finish. There's always something at the bottom of it.
The bottom. And you're about to hit it.
He looks into the cup, gauges how much he's drank.
There's not much left in that.
He sets it down. You're right about the drinking then, on the aspect of it being empty. I won't touch it for the rest of the night.
He takes it from you and downs it himself and still stares at you.
You asshole, that was good liquor.
You said you weren't going to drink it. I'm not going to let good alcohol go to waste.
My brother agrees. You just got folded.
He got played.
I did.
That was great.
And this is why I don't trust anyone.
He has a
Where's my
smile on his
alcohol?
face. Oh, you're probably going to hate me in about a few minutes.
We'll talk about it when I wake up.
Give me just one.
Yep.
You
What?
see that smile? You see that smile on his face still?
Oh no. I know what you're gonna do.
Just 1 second.
Gear gets that wicked maniacal grin on his face.
He's gonna do what I think he's gonna do. It's gonna be great.
He would never.
Eric's laughing maniacally, so it's probably something completely different.
No.
He's just enjoying himself.
I am
That doesn't know what's going
enjoying
on.
everything that just happened for the last hour. It's been
Are you
amazing.
going? Oh, you gonna.
Do I get to roll? Or are you saying no because my dice?
No, I think he's processing how he's gonna actually do it.
I'm rolling right now. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's. Oh, you're
What's
done
your total
for.
HP?
Huh?
Oh,
What's your
shoot.
maximum HP?
My maximum HP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
46, and I'm at 42 health.
You're
Oh,
including
wonderful.
the plus
So that's-
10, right? From me.
The plus 10
it's already
got
been
taken
used.
away.
It's
Oh,
it's
wait
been
a
more than 8
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
No, he lost it in an attack from fire.
Yeah, and I haven't been
Took
able
fire
to
damage.
revive.
No, but
Or
it
restore
heals
my
you
health.
10 and gives you
Well,
10
I
max.
refilled your health before.
Oh,
though.
Yeah,
You
and
should
he
probably-
refilled your health, so
10?
you should still have that.
Okay.
No,
if
like-
if it refills that.
It does. Okay. Doesn't matter because like even
Okay.
with that like plus 10 additional
I just wanted to make
HP
sure.
that would have. Because I rolled 65.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're good.
Shit.
So, um,
So no rolling for me.
no, it's not a roll.
Oh
You
man.
see as he kind of like shows, and like you notice suddenly that his hand was closed, and you see it open, and you see a cricket in his hand, and suddenly you feel very, very, very sleepy, and that is where you black out.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I knew it.
Okay. Shut up the crazy one. I see how you are.
It's all right. I've been shut up multiple times. Oh, the stories I can tell you.
Probably not enough to be honest.
Yeah,
but close
true.
enough. I'm just messing with you.
No, you're fine.
Herald-
Look, I've been enjoying this whole thing. That's been
Aurel
going
goes
on.
back to his notes, but he kind of just like, without looking up, just, should I leave him here or should I drag him up to his bed?
For you, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, can you be nice and like tell him to do?
Well, we could tie him up upside down from his ankles. Let him wake up.
PTSD.
But
It didn't
unfortunately,
happen to you.
unfortunately,
That might give him a blood rush.
Well, maybe he'll actually learn to think.
since my character is now indisposed, I got to go and cook my wife dinner. The twins are starting to kick the shit out of her.
I'm ending it right here. I'm just basically putting the final parts of it.
I will probably stay in Discord. I'll exit everything when everything's well. Yeah, no, I can exit
Well,
now.
He's like, I'm not that much of a trickster. I enjoy a good joke occasionally, but he is going to be helpful to you all. And I would hope that he's in his best mood, and well, let's just put it this way. I've slept on a table before, and he like cracks his neck. It still haunts me to this day of how bad sore my neck was.
I do gotta go though.
Yep. Have a good
Yeah,
sleep.
I do too.
He lifts Gear basically up and throws him over his shoulder and walks up the stairs.